everybody. It's Sunday. It's BB Bestie Brunch time. Let's start the show the only way we know how. Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the BB Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. Hello, guys, and welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. I break down all things Big Brother 23. First things first, if you are joining live, smash that like. We have a goal of getting to 100 likes right off the bat. Let's just get it right out the gate. My wonderful mods will keep track, and once we hit it, I'll tell you a secret. I don't know what. I didn't really think that through, but maybe I'll tell you a secret. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've been gone so long. This feels weird, but hit the like. It helps me in the algorithm. Okay. Thank you. It is a, whatever these are called. What are these called? Bandana that I got in Minnesota. I got a couple I'm adding So far it's just been tie-dye. Do I look like a bunny? I don't know, guys. I just threw it on. I thought, well, I just did a live and I want to look a little different from that live. So let's put a bandana on. I did a lot of Midwestern shopping when I was in Minnesota. So now I'm back in California. So smash the like. We have a bunch of fun people joining like we do on Sundays when I'm not traveling. And that are they're my Big Brother besties. And that's Miranda from Honestly Honaker, that channel. And I linked it just right in the description. You can click on her to subscribe. Sarah from Nerdtainment, same thing. Click on her if you're not already subscribed. And Busy Blue, who's going to be joining us a little bit late. So hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, I missed you guys. I did. It's a long time to be home. You know what I mean? Like, it's a long time to be away from your home when you're home. Okay. It's a lot. So I'm happy to be back, especially I've never taken, I don't think, that much of a trip during Big Brother. So we have so much to talk about. Okay. Yes, Joseph. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you. If you guys do want to support the channel, the like, great way to do it. Following me on social media helps so much. It is literal creator currency. And also I pinned my backup channel, which is Joleen Vlogs. And I did post a new vlog there of my travels and my cabin trip with my family. And I'll be posting more there and hopefully doing that weekly. And that was a goal of mine for 2021. So, and it's my backup channel. Because let me tell you, some people are trying to get us creators. They're trying to take our channels down. So definitely sub to my backup channel because there are some cuckoo bananas people out there. Cuckoo bananas, okay? Just, you get a strike and you get a strike. It's like, what? So if you can subscribe to that, it'd be great. If you want to support during the live, Super Chat's a great way to do it. Fantastic. I also have Patreon and I have the official Leen Team right here on YouTube that you can join as well with a membership. And now they have this new thing where after the video post, they have super thanks. So along the bottom where you see like share and create and all this stuff, they have a super thanks. So all of us creators you see today on any of our videos on our channel, if they've enabled it, which I suggest they do, you can receive a super chat after the video posts. And sometimes some of these videos with editing and stuff, we appreciate it, guys. We appreciate it. Yes, I'm back. Okay, so without 27 more likes, and we're already at 100. This is great, guys. This is great. Share the video out. Let's have some fun. Remember, we're opinionated. We're very biased. This isn't, and then this happened, and then that happened. That's not how this channel goes down. I love those channels because I go there to be like, okay, did I get everything? But that's not us. We're opinionated. The great thing about the BB Besties Brunch is that we don't always agree. And that's what I love. It's different perspectives. You're not going to hear us all go, exactly. No, you're going to hear us disagree, but we still love each other. Okay, so let me bring my ladies in. We got Miranda. We got Sarah. We're too close. Okay.
Oh, there we are.
And let me get rid of my banner here. How are you guys doing? Miranda, I'll start with you. What is new, baby?
Nothing much. Just chilling, having fun. Okay. Chasing after Amelia, eating Wendy's, living the life.
Eating Wendy's.
Yeah, I had some spicy chicken nuggets. I know, Sarah. I know, I'm awful.
I mean, hey, it sounds good.
Yeah, they were delicious. But I'm having to really be conscious about my egg intake still.
Right.
So, yeah, and so we went to the market yesterday looking for egg substitute, and I guess egg substitute isn't as like substitute-y for eggs because there's still egg in it. So I guess I'm just gonna have to say good riddance to anything egg. So
Oh,
That's
no.
how my past 2 weeks have been.
Are you sipping on anything? I got Diet Coke.
I've got my water. You know,
Way to
gotta
go.
stay hydrated.
Oh, way to go. And Sarah, how are you, my friend, with your WB cup? You got a little covfefe? Hey,
I got a little cafe, little cafe. I move very slow on Sundays. Sundays I'm tired, so I'm still drinking coffee, but happy to be here. You said we don't always agree, which is true, but I think we all agree that these bandanas are adorable on you. You look amazing.
Yes, it reminds me of when I used to put the bows on Amelia. And I just like fell in love the second I saw you.
Yeah,
Joleen.
you remind me of a child. What? No, you look like an
no. That sounds awful. I'm sorry. That is not how I meant it at all. But I just love bows on people. And
if you compare me to your adorably smart and amazing daughter, that is a compliment. Okay, yes. I have been called so many bad things, Miranda. That is nice.
Okay, then I'll keep it there then.
So you ladies have been keeping up with all the Big Brother 23 stuff. I've seen you put out tons of videos, and so we're all on top. I'm getting on top of what's going on. But
girl,
you guys
I'm
know.
so jealous that you left in the middle of Big Brother. I get so stressed out about missing like a half a day of talks, and you're like, "What? I'm living my best life, going off."
I had to, and my family,
Jelly.
we made the reservations like during the Panakuchen, and we thought, well, if we make it a year out, it'll have to be done. And with my littles, my niece and nephew, I just needed it.
You got to do it.
Just get out. I mean, we all do. But now we're kind of back. Then I come back to California, and the Delta Burke is blowing up. You know, and so it's back to Mask City Township.
Yep.
So, you know, got away for a second. But yeah, it was a little weird, though. It's a little weird to be away because I couldn't enjoy Twitter the same way. I felt out of the game.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I tried to make little update videos, but it just wasn't the same as like going live, like, hey guys, you know, what's going on?
Right,
so
right.
It was definitely
we'll
hard.
fill you in.
Yes. Well, I heard it. Well, like Joseph said, that I picked the right time to have a vacation. It's finally getting excited after the team twist.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Well, I thought that Christian's HOH was really boring anyways. So
yeah.
I don't think you missed much.
He was not a great HOH.
Yeah, he was real boring, and like Alyssa is just boring to me. So like, you know, they were in the HOH and just doing Christian and Alyssa stuff.
Yeah,
I don't think you missed much.
I saw Brittany is the queen of, oh my God, these awkward moments she's having. I'm living for them. When she walked in and she's like, I just want to apologize to Alyssa because she said I had DSLs. I didn't know what DSLs were. So I gave her a wink, but I want to take my wink back because I found out they're dick sucking lips, and that's not me.
I love Brittany.
Oh my God. I'm like falling in love with her more and more. So then Alyssa jumps out of bed. You know, you see full butt. Christian's got a boner. She goes in the shower. She's like, I'll pretend I'm taking a shower because they're so wet, you know. And then Brittany stays uncomfortably long, just like, so guys, what's going on? What are you doing? You guys ever lift weights? You guys ever count your eyelashes? What are you guys doing? It was so, I mean, Sarah, I have a feeling you hated that moment.
Well, I didn't hate it, but I, you know, obviously didn't talk about it or cover it. But I mean, it is pretty funny because she's got that lack of awareness. So she had no idea. She's just like, let's have a conversation full on while these people are in the middle of intimate activities. It was hilarious.
It was. And
Miranda, I found it so relatable. Like I've had so many moments like that where I just don't realize that something else is going on, or like I'll say something and then a few days later I'll be like, I hope you didn't think that I meant this or this by what I, you know, like I find myself putting myself in very awkward positions without realizing it until a few days later. And then I have to make it more awkward by bringing it up. Like, hey, sorry, that was awkward. I'm about to make it awkward again by bringing it back up. You know,
that's kind of the beauty of Brittany is we can all see ourselves in those awkward moments or those cringeworthy things. I did my first comedy show last Wednesday, and one of the people that run the show is a friend of mine, and the other one I'd never met before. It was a gentleman, and he just had a new baby, and he was super funny. And at the end of the show, I know we're not supposed to hug, but I strangely, like, people were still hugging, and it was so weird, you guys. Not the show, but just in a Panakuchen. So I went, when I hugged him, I cupped his neck, and I can't stop thinking about how awkward that must have been for him, who is like, why is this lady cupping? I was like, thank you so much. And so
well, you haven't hugged anyone in a while. No. You need practice.
I only touch my husband, for the most part, Tilly. I mean, and I was like, thank you, Trevor. And so if you're watching, I'm so sorry. And I drove home and I was telling Chell, my husband, I'm just like, I cupped his neck. And Chell's like, I'm sure he doesn't remember. I'm like, but I do. And for the rest of my life,
well, now you need to message him and make it more awkward and be like, so remember when I cupped your neck? If you didn't, I did. And you know what? I felt awkward about it and I'm sorry. I need practice. I haven't hugged anyone in a while.
Exactly. So that's where I feel like all of us are a little Britney in the awkwardness and the cringe.
Yes.
We all are.
Next awkward moment, we just say, oh, we pulled a Britney.
Yeah.
And made it awkward.
Britney. I don't know. I just always want to do this. Okay, so let's get into what's been going on. All right, so Whitney left Abby, and she was out in these streets. I mean, she's got like 41 followers on Twitter. Hopefully, it grew since then for her sake.
Who?
Whitney. 41 followers? No one wanted to follow Whitney?
Well, I think what happened is she didn't start her Twitter until
after.
Yeah. And so now people are calling her out on the, are you a Sandy Hook denier? And she was like, I never said that. But we don't know because Claire says she did and Whitney says she didn't. So we don't know what the hell was said.
Look, if she takes it back, great.
Yeah. Maybe she learned that maybe, she's separating. I still think she's Alex Jones' daughter, but there, that's just my own conspiracy theory that I'm able to have. I'm able to put out false information into the world. So she's doing interviews and saying she had a crush on Xavier, and then people are showing her, but he's just not that into you, girl, because there's a picture of her like straddling him, and he was just like, he was starfish, and she was like, ah. She was succulent, and he was like, ah. And then Rachel Riley interviewed her for Us Weekly, and I love Rachel Riley, you guys. But if we're going to have Big Brother people interview the house guests, they have to be watching a little of the live feeds. And Rachel just had a baby, so of course, she's not going to be watching it.
She did not just have a baby. She has a 1-year-old.
Okay, sorry. She has a 1-year-old. Sarah
is not here for the 24-month-old.
Yeah. Sorry. That was so last year.
Sarah, I love it. That was so savage. She did not just have a baby. That baby just registered.
Real savage.
That baby applied for college already.
Yeah, she was ready. Sarah knew you were going to bring that up, and Sarah was like, I'm ready for this one. I'm ready for when Joleen brings up Rachel Riley and her baby.
That baby is off the teat, okay?
She is in college.
But you could just tell that, Rachel didn't fully. I mean, the thing with Rachel is I love her. I do. But on Twitter, she'll put out a hot take and then she'll take it back because it's like, you clearly you don't watch like that.
Right. So most of these Big Brother alums don't watch the feeds. No. And so I
always have a lot to say.
Yeah, we value like any game insight, sure. But like, don't come at us with information when we're like, we literally don't sleep, guys. We watch these feeds.
And why not hire someone, one of us? Terry,
right.
Everybody, you know what I mean? That is watching it regularly to do this stuff. They already have a great relationship with RHAP, so just get someone from there or something.
Yes.
Or how about like one of us instead?
Well, yes, us for sure. But you already have a relationship with Rob, so just
like Us Weekly. Give us a call.
Yeah,
we will interview them.
Like we're really cute. We're really funny. Sarah is, she will call people out on not being a new mom. Like that. These are the important things. Us Weekly. Come on.
All right, we're up to 112 likes. Let's get to 200. Thank you guys. All right, so she did her interview. She's out here trying to save herself, and French Dressing is losing it, you guys. He is out in these BB streets.
Oh my gosh.
What's he doing?
Oh my God. He's got cameos. First of all, save your money. There are starving children. There are other things going on. Protect the people with your money. Give it to the NAACP. Give it to things that French Dressing said he was representing, but wasn't really representing.
Donate that $25 to me for my birthday.
I like it.
How about that?
UAF facts.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
She is. Okay, so he's out here with his cameo, Mr. I don't want to be on social media, because for a minute he threw out like a little bit of bait, like, hey, you guys miss me yet? And everyone's like, no, not at all. And then he said he was taking a social media break, and allegedly his sister might be running his social media. Run, girl, you're in danger. And then he decides to just keep making these videos, kind of coming for people who are allegedly coming for Derek F's wait, and I think it might be Jose because there's now beef between Jose. We don't want to get too far into it, but Jose has beef with Derek F because of something Derek F said on the feeds that he saw someone post on Twitter, whatever. So now, Mr. I'm not here for clout. I want to change the world and help people. I'm not going to get out of this game and, try to get fans and stuff, is out there doing just what we would expect him to do because he lies. And so he's in his truck and he's driving. I hate when people drive and film. Pull over. Don't do these videos.
Why is it that you're so inspired to do videos in your car? What is this trend?
I am, but I try not to ever when I'm driving. I'll pull over in a parking lot. I'll be in a Walgreens for an uncomfortable amount of time. Okay? Like, people are like, why is this bitch talking to herself?
Is that the Walgreens where the guy did the thing and
that was a
did
right
the duty?
Oh, he dutied and he ones and twos. Yeah, he hit the ones and the twos.
Typical Los Angeles for you guys.
Yeah, he was the serial pooper. But he made sure he pushed them both back. Okay, we don't need to get into that. All right. So, no, I do get inspired in my car. I'll be honest with you, Sierra. I really do. But I don't get the whole driving thing. I think it's dangerous. But that's just me. Live your life. So he's driving. He's like, hey, y'all, you coming for Derek F? Let me tell you something, okay? You don't come for Derek F. You think I didn't play a good game? I played a good game. I played my game. I don't care what you think. I'm going to have that man's back. Bro, you've had nobody's back, okay?
He said he said he'll take it to the octagon if someone wants to take it to the octagon. I was like, okay, Marshall Mathers, calm down, Eminem. Like, you're really doing the most for no reason. And,
in the octagon.
Yeah. Nobody is taking you seriously and nobody is afraid of you. Like,
oh my gosh. Yeah. And limiting Instagram comments, like, just log off. You have a whole farm and a family. The farm and family come first. You're never going to be famous off this. Nobody likes you after this game-wise. Go do something.
Yeah.
Go do something.
And I haven't seen anybody post their cameo, so I wonder if anyone's bought one. Normally we see people post their cameos that they get from these people. And
screen grab one. Tag me in if you have any, because I want to do a whole full reaction. Now, I don't want to bore you guys too much with that stuff. But yeah, he's out here doing this, and he's like, don't worry, Whit, me, and Travis, and Brent, all the unlikable people on the cast got your back. I'm sure she's like, great, awesome. I'm already a alleged Sandy Hook denier. Now I got, the unlikable trio, it's having my back. Awesome.
The unlikables.
Yes, the unlikables. All right. So Whitney leaves, does her interviews. Frenchie's going crazy. Brent's probably combing his hair, and Travis is.
Oh no, Brent is currently liking negative comments about Hannah, apparently, on Instagram.
What a dick. Oh,
yeah.
So Rick Fountain, thank you for the first super chat of the broadcast. Frenchie, your 15 minutes of fame needs to be up. Love you, ladies. We love you right
Rick
back.
Fountain. That sounds like it sounds like it should be pronounced Rick Fontaine from an 80s movie.
Yes. Rick Fontaine coming with hot take. Yes. Your 15 minutes of manic energy is over. I had to schedule an extra appointment with my therapist, Donna, because it was just too much.
Oh, hi, Donna.
Oh, hey, Donna. How you doing?
Hi, Donna. How you doing?
Oh my gosh, Atharella says he's charging $25 and has done 2. Send them to me.
Oh no. Wait, how do we know?
Well,
I wish there was a counter on Cameo that says how many you've done. That'd be amazing.
There might be if someone knows.
I've never been on Cameo.
Examples of what he can do. I was asked to be on Cameo and I said no in the beginning because I thought, who would? And now I'm like, I want to do Cameo.
Oh, you do? You get asked? Like Cameo reached out?
Mm-hmm. They hit me up in the Instagram DMs.
Oh. I would have taken that. I would be like, sure, come through Cameo.
Not so humble brag. Okay.
If you want a cameo from us though, like just join our Patreons and we will. That's true. We'll give you whatever video you want.
Yeah, send me money and I'll do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Foot stuff. Check out our foot scores.
I mean, it's $100 for a foot pick, but.
Yeah.
Brian King, thank you, says, I actually think Travis is better than them. Oh, yeah.
Well, he got out so early that we're like, Travis is great. What? Love him.
Right. We don't know him that well.
We don't know him that well, but yeah, just like Sarah said, he got out enough time for him to be a little better. Okay. Is everything okay?
Oh, I just got an alert that Marky Post died. You guys are too... Yes.
I was just talking about her. What do you mean I'm too young? Like
I was about to say everyone's too young for Night Court, but yeah, Marky Post apparently was just died. Yeah, Miranda's like, who?
R.I.P.
Who's that? Yeah.
Oh, Marky
Oh.
Post.
Yeah, Marky Post, you guys.
There's been two,
Google it.
and then
Google it.
The guy from the Whitest Kids you know, or we know, or whatever that sketch group was. It was only 41. He passed away yesterday. So sad. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh, 41.
Well, now that we've brought you
That's
way
younger
down,
than me. Oh God.
way
Oh God.
down. I mean, I know that's my age, right? I think I'm 41. Yeah, I'm 41. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There we go.
Well, I'm about to be 31 on August 23rd, so if anyone wants
Shut
to send
up.
me anything-
Shut up.
You should do a birthday stream. Hit up
No, I'm
Miranda's
going to, yeah.
Amazon
Yay.
wish list and get her all the gifts, and then we'll join her.
Yes,
birthday.
yes.
Yeah, it's actually my birthday month. I reserve the whole month.
I do that
I will
too.
say
Very
that
good.
every time. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's my sidereal Leo sun and moon.
I was gonna say that's not very Virgo of you.
No, but it is, with Vedic astrology, I'm a Leo sun and moon,
Mhm.
and I very much relate to that. But in Western, I have a Leo Venus. So just give me all the attention. Tell me I'm beautiful.
Yes, and
Yes.
Amy says, Sarah, you're so sad. I
Thank you, Amy.
love
Thank
our
you.
sassy Sarah. It is
Yeah, I love
Joleen-
sassy Sarah.
Whenever I come on Jolene's channel, it just
Yes.
flies out. I can't help
Well,
it.
I want everyone to feel comfy to just let their freak sassy flags fly on
Let
my
their sass
channel.
flags fly.
Sass flags.
Sass
Yeah, this
flag
is a
fly.
fun place where you don't at all have to be professional. Okay, Brian said also Brent liking tweets that the is that the cookout is
Cookout. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
I
saw that.
surprised me that Brent would like these type of things. That's
Oh,
what
yeah, you know what?
Brents do.
The tweet or the comment was something along the lines of, if a group of white people did the cookout, then that would be racist.
Then that
and
would
he
be
liked
all
it.
of our history that we've done over
Right.
the last 22 seasons. Yeah.
Right,
It's like,
exactly.
know.
Educate these people on it, to the fact that this has always been how Big Brother is, and there's not been hardly any
Right.
POC representation through the season. So now that for the first time we've had a little bit of representation, people actually want to make history at the detriment to their own games in a lot of ways.
I know. It's
for
not
the
great
greater
for all of
good,
them.
But
Mhm.
I'm looking at from a social aspect.
Right.
And anyways, we don't want to get into that. We all know that what's going on here.
Right. And we should just say, like, this is the first time they've even had the opportunity to do this. So I feel like, you swing one way and then you swing the other to like make a difference. But like moving forward, it'll hit the middle. This won't happen every year. It's just this first season, and I don't blame them whatsoever for wanting to make this history.
And it's so funny that some of these fans are getting so upset, or just, I shouldn't even say fans, some of these racists are getting so upset, because I have family members who are casuals, and I was shocked when I went back and they were like, we love the cookout. And I was like, you do? Like, I was a little nervous, because it's like white family members in rural Minnesota. And I'm just like, fingers crossed. And they were like, yeah, Brent's annoying and this and that. And I love the cookout and everyone's so smart. And I was just like, my heart got very happy and excited.
You're like, there's hope.
Yeah, that even casuals could see how awesome these people are. Like, take out any other element from it, and just how much gamers, besides Derek F, everybody is. Yeah, because Derek F is just the worst.
Derek F is honestly my spirit animal. Like, I can relate to Derek F too, because he just wears black all the time, lounges, really doesn't want to be a part of the social nonsense. He's such a Scorpio, and I love him.
But he does stir stuff up, and so
I
give him. He's got a little bit of value. Like, at first, I was like, "What are you doing? Wasting a spot." But now I see he's got a little bit of value. He likes to
him
get
and Ozza
other
were
people
they were getting rowdy earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that we call him Daybed Derek now, because he's just always lounging on his daybed.
He's
Like,
lounging.
come see me on my throne. So just before, I see Busy's here, we're going to bring him up. But just before we do that, we'll move on to what happened is Derek X won the HOH, our first endurance comp. I watched it live on my mom's TV, and my whole family's like, why do you have to watch it so loud? I'm like, because they whisper. But actually, that comp, we weren't whispering. Derek F and was talking very loudly, and Claire was talking loudly, and they were chatting with each other because they were the first two to drop. And Derek X was the last. And I had this feeling that Ozza was going to win. It was in my bones. I tweeted it. People thought I was crazy, but she got so much closer than I think a lot of people gave her credit. I just looked at her and I was like, This is Oz's. This is Oz's time. This is her time. This would be a
I
great
wish she would have won.
She did very, very well.
Yeah, she would have got me some points.
Oh yeah, your team stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
my team is not
good.
It's not. When Busy gets here, we can go through.
I think I'm still negative, right, Sarah? Even though Brittany won the veto, I think I'm still negative.
Yeah, you're -1. It's -1.
So I'm sorry, Maranda, but Derek
it's okay.
Won. He and Hannah had a moment where they fell to the ground. She jumped on him and they hugged, and the paint and the slime and the boogers that were coming out of the yacht, because it was the HOH was a wall comp where they were on a Big Brother boat type yacht, and they had pictures of people on the yacht, and then out of their mouths came vomit, and so that got on.
There really should have been like romantic music going on. I wonder if they're going to edit it into the episode, some romantic music when Hannah and Derek.
I hope they do. I hope they make it. Hannah like jumps on. She's like, "Yay!" It's like I'm romantic music. Cut to Derek X being like, "I don't want to take Hannah very far. She's not good at this game." And I was like, "Oh,
that girl!" What Twitter has been, a flutter about Derek maybe not obviously being that into Hannah on a romantic level, but it's like you can't make the guy like her. And a lot of stuff Hannah says is for game 2, so she has a crush on him, but Hannah's a smart woman. Like she's gonna be okay.
Well, they're mutually playing each other, I think.
Yes. Bran says also Azza and DF targeting Tiff this morning. Child. Okay, we got to get to Tiff because there's so much is going on with Tiffany and stuff. So basically, DX won the HOH competition on the block. He put Brittany and Sarah Beth. Yeah. Then we had the POV competition, which I think was some kind of thrusting, kind of funny, weird. According to Christian, it was made for short people, so it was obvious who would win, and Brittany won. So Christian was not picked to play. The players were Brittany, obviously, because she's on the block, Sarah Beth, because she's on the block, Kyland, Alyssa, and who was the fifth, you guys? Or
Derek X.
Derek X. Yeah. Is that it? Did I miss anybody?
Who'd you say? I didn't hear what you said.
What you said, yeah.
Yeah.
It was Derek X and the two noms, and then Alyssa, Claire, and
Kyland, yeah.
Kyland, yeah.
Right. Something
Alyssa,
like
Claire, and Kyland.
Okay.
Right.
And Brittany won. But Christian was saying, because it was short people. I'm like, maybe it was because she's strong. Maybe
and intelligent and strategic.
Yeah.
Christian.
The mastermind, y'all. Come on, get on board.
Herself, or she hasn't taken herself off the block yet, but she plans to. So that's where we're at. Derek X, he put up Brittany and Sarah Beth, and Brittany won the power veto, and then we'll get into the specifics. I'm going to bring Busy in so we can all talk about it. Busy Blue, what's happening?
A whole lot of everything and a whole lot of nothing.
Yes.
Well, you and Sarah are like wearing red together. It's so cute.
Well, we text each other first. I have the black down here, the blue down here, so you can't see it. Yeah, but we coordinated this. How you all doing? I hear we're about to start talking about the number one player, Tiffany. And how she need to shut up.
The number one messy.
Let's start with a roundtable about this. Sarah, I'll start with you, then I'll go to Busy, then Maranda. What's going on with Tiffany's game? And a lot of people are saying messy. And I know there's you tweeted something, Sarah, and I think this is something we'll disagree on, which will be fun. But what's going on with her messy gameplay? What do you think of Tiffany's gameplay right now?
Tiffany is the best game player in this house and has been since day one. She has so many great relationships. She thinks ahead. She maneuvers and plants seeds, and she's doing great. But what I find entertaining right now is that because she was like, oh my God, Azza's so emotional. I will not be emotional. I'm strategic. And then we have proceeded to watch her just fall into this emotional mess where she gets so heated and she is so jealous of Sarah Beth that she is now resorting to like crazy things, like making up like I mean, she said that Sarah Beth might not be bisexual. Like, you can't discount someone's sexuality. Like, you need to just roll it back here a little bit, Tiffany. Keep it game. You're doing just fine. Plant those seeds. Make Sarah Beth the target. That's fine. But she has like swung fully into this emotional mess where she's so jealous that Sarah Beth has taken Kylan, and she's now afraid that Sarah Beth's going to take Derek X from her, that she's willing to F up Derek's game. Like, if she proceeds with this not going to backdoor Christian and vote Sarah Beth out instead, she will blow up Derek's game. And that's not great for her game either. That's why she needs to dial back the emotions.
Thank you, Lynn Alex, for the super chat and the great, wonderfully explained, Sarah. Lynn Alex, thank you. Glad you're back. I need a recap on the SB veto drama. Yes, we will get into that. Okay, so I know I want to let Busy go next, but I will say, now this was my idea. Now, when people say that Tiffany's jealous, I struggle with that. So here's the deal. Okay. Here's what I think, and I could be wrong. So feel free, you guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I've thought more and more about this, and I was thinking about it in the shower, and I was thinking about it, putting my makeup on. I'm just like thinking, you guys. I think so much.
Oh my gosh, you're such a thinker.
I'm such a thinker. How many times can I say thinking? Now, a lot of the criticism with Sarah Beth has been about her using her emotions or crying or placating to the men and flirting and things. And I'm just going to go out and say that I think there's another element, like an outside element to Tiffany's reactions. And I think it might be, and I might be overstepping my grounds here, so feel free to correct me, people. I am not above reproach with being corrected.
I got you, girl.
It's kind of like, you know, it's not a Karen situation. I'm not going to say Sarah Beth's being a Karen, but in a lot of ways she's using her emotion, which she can do. But I think when you're dealing with, you know, when you have a black woman, you have a white woman, and you have Sarah Beth, who I don't think it's jealousy. It's that she has seen this happen before, where white women are able to kind of use their emotions, where people feel sorry for them, because we saw this when we'll talk about the Sarah Beth veto drama, and like kind of some fake tears here and there and things like that. So I think that has become annoying. Also, the baby voice has been a thing that a lot of white ladies have in the past, and celebrities, whether it's Paris Hilton and stuff. These are things that have been used that maybe, and I'm a white lady, so I can't speak for what black women feel on this, just what I see in society. Maybe that's something that annoys her too, are these methods that white women have used in society and just at jobs and here and there and everywhere to make themselves people be more empathetic, be on their side, things like that. So I feel that kind of annoyance coming out, because she did want to work with Sarah Beth, but now she's like, oh, you're coming in here and now you're going to cry. Now you're going to cuddle up on Kylan, because somebody called Kylan like a snow bunny saver or something. Captain
Girl, yes, you could see it in his amazing, beautiful, soft eyes.
Now, I don't like, this is just something I was thinking about, because I was like, I don't see Tiffany being jealous of Sarah Beth at all, or even her friendships. I think she's like, I've seen this maneuver before, and that's annoying.
You saw when the veto picking happened, and she's like, oh, I still have it. Why are we crowding around this girl who is not in jeopardy, sitting down here? I never get picked up. Like, oh, come here. It's okay. And I'm on the block. The nerve. Like, shut up. And it's week 3. Like, shut up. Shut up. Like, we have so many more weeks to go. Here she go. And that's how it starts. This is how it starts. Oh, I never get it. It's just like I'm always getting the short end of the stick. You got to start when things are good, so then people can start to see the snowball effect. Now everybody's crowding over you. You know how emotional she gets. She's never been pegged. You heard her. It's gonna be so hard for her. Now we're all crowding around over her, and I'm so tired of it. We're supposed to be banding together, and then here she comes. Yes. With her tear. I'm so hairy. And just, you know, girl. Now I'm questioning everything. Are we sure she's the last bomb? Because y'all remember I was questioning if she was the last bomb when the show first started.
What did you say, a lesbian?
A lesbian.
But yes. She never said that she was a lesbian. She said that she was bisexual.
Either way, I was like, I don't know, she eat the box. So I was questioning like at first, but you know, she said she wasn't. We got to roll with it, but she's annoying me. Everything, and she's not giving any value to me. In my opinion, she's not bringing any value except for annoyance. Like, at least we could watch that girl dance and rap. At this point, I'm just hearing Sarah Beth like she's just annoying me. I'm sorry, and I think that Tiffany's feeling the same way. And I started to see, though, how controlling Tiffany can be. And that's what's fearing me, because she's condescending at times and it's very frustrating. She reminds me of my mother.
That's what I was saying a few lives ago with you, Busy, was that she needs to calm that down.
Yeah, she reminds me of my mom. I remember when her and Kylie, when they were on the last episode, when they were like, how many chess pieces are these? Girl, I know how to count. Get to the point. Like, we don't need to do all of this. And 6 + 5 is what? And then you put stuff in. Girl, this is not a math. Why are we doing arithmetic? Tell me what you want to talk to me about. And then I think these were feeds. Now everything's coming running together. When she tried to say good morning and nobody said good morning back, and she said good morning again and nobody said good morning back. Yeah. Now my mama would have slapped everybody up in the house. Because I said good morning to you, okay? I thought I was going deaf because nobody heard me. Good morning. And I felt bad because here go Kylie. You know, she was already trying to teach him how to count, and now she's trying to teach him manners. And he's like, well, what do I have to do? You know, and she's like, look, it's already squashed. Go away from me with this. I don't want to talk to you. You said sorry. I said sorry. We've already resolved it. I don't feel like it's resolved. I think she's starting to get annoyed by how the other people, it don't seem like they're sticking to the plan. And Sarah Beth is one of those people who pulling them out of the plan. Now, I already taught you how to count and I taught you manners, and you still trying to cape for her? I'm giving you all I got. Okay. Yeah. And I can see that she needs to reel it in, because Tiffany, girl, I got you. And we were doing so well. You're letting the power get to your head. But I could see her annoyance and how she's getting frustrated more and more. And I think that if she don't stop, I give it 2 more weeks where people are gonna be like, look, we're gonna have to let that controlling lady go, because I'm tired. She wouldn't even let me go to the bathroom for 45 minutes the last time.
Rand said Tiff said she's controlling in her interview.
And so, she is.
And I think she knows. So I do think there's some truth to both ends of the spectrum. But when I was thinking about it, I'm like, okay, this makes more sense to me than obviously that relationship with Kylan and the cookout. Like, that is her main priority at this point. And like me and Sarah were just saying, sometimes at a detriment to their own game, but this is something that is very important to them socially and, you know, for the greater good. But it's hard for me to think that she's like jealous. It's more like, here comes Sarah back.
Here we go.
Little voice in her tears, and she's about to make all the guys and screw up the cookout. So I'm gonna let Sarah talk. Thank you, Bronwyn. I would call you Bronwyn, like I'm watching Real Housewives.
Oh my God, Sarah, your nails.
Right? They're so pretty.
They are.
I know Miranda needs to talk, but I just want to ask, so what is the difference between when Sarah Beth does that voice and when Tiffany is like, oh, my baby Christian, let me do your hair. How you doing, baby? You're my boy. What's the difference?
Please I think that's more I think it's like, yeah, mother. I was gonna say mammy, so I'm glad you said motherly. But it's more of that caretaker. It's more of that caretaker.
Mm-hmm. And that's cool. That's okay. That one's okay. It's the girlfriendy one that's no good.
I don't even know if it's the girlfriendy one or the help me, I'm poor me.
It's a victim. It's a victim type
Tiffany's
thing.
Giving. You want something to eat, sweetie? Come on in the kitchen. You hungry? Let me cook you something. Your hair needs a little retwisted. Let me do your scalp. Let me make sure your scalp is Sarah is more like why is no one? We have to sit here and cover her. When Tiffany's like, girl, you want some greens? You want some bacon? You want some eggs? I just made a little small breakfast, something real quick. You want something? You look like your feet hurt. Rest up. You want me to give you a pedicure?
And isn't Tiffany's son named Christian? So that could be a little something. I look at it as less.
Also, she should be asking him why he didn't take out the trash. If it's that similar. She was very aggressive with her son.
I feel like SB is more of a, it's kind of like, what was me, poor me? Can somebody, it's kind of like the kind of, and the crazy thing is Sarah Beth is so capable and smart and all the good stuff. And I like her very much, but it's this thing that is used sometimes to, whether it's the voice or like, can somebody save me from this? And I think that's maybe what Tiffany is picking up on. But I see what you're saying, Sarah. And so I think that's more of the issue where With Tiffany, it's more of it's strategy for sure, but it's coming off less annoying, less woe is me, and more motherly. It's a great strategy to be the one that braids people's hair, find out stuff. Same thing when people sometimes when they cook and things like that. But
it is frustrating when you do though, and then because with Tiffany's, I think they're both strategies, Sarah. So I see you on that. I think it could be more frustrating, and I'm this type of person that I get annoyed by that when you overexert yourself to do for someone, and then you get less of the attention than someone who's just coming in like, oh, I have a headache. Oh my God. And it's like, girl, I was just braiding your hair and I cooked for you and I did a foot rub last night. And this is the person. And I even did the soft voice that you was asking for. And this person is the one that you're going to cape for. After I did all that stuff, I did your scalp. I got a hangnail.
April says, I just feel like Tiffany has a lot of people who are willing to jump through hoops and do mental gymnastics to defend her every word in the house. I respect her game, but not the biphobia. I can totally understand that. I don't.
Is her biphobia really bad? I haven't watched today.
Okay, so I don't think that any of us are saying that that's okay. Here's what I will say.
Biphobia is bad in general.
It's bad. Yes, we're very against biphobia.
I'm saying, is it that bad?
It's
bad in general.
It's bad.
You just shouldn't do it. Yeah.
Yes, and I can see what you're saying, April. We were talking more about why she might not like Sarah Beth when she, rather than this whole like she's so jealous of her. It's like I don't think she's jealous of her. I think she just sees this strategy she thinks Sarah Beth is using, and it's something that she's seen out in the real world, and it's annoying to her, and it is could separate her from her closest allies, and she's worried could break up the cookout, could pull, lots of things. Has pulled Kyland away, but Kyland's a grown man, and so Sarah doesn't have, there's lots of layers to this, but I just don't see it as like Tiffany's so jealous of Sarah Beth. As far as the biphobia, definitely should never question whether what was said was Claire had brought up maybe it's strategy, maybe she isn't, maybe she doesn't, because there's been lots of talk, maybe she doesn't have a girlfriend, all these things, and maybe it's used as strategy. And here's where I don't think Claire is wrong in that, is that we've seen people use their wife is dying of a illness, is super sick, like Matt Hoffman in BB 12 or whatever that was. We've seen people use everything dirty stuff in this game. So I don't think it's strange to question, is someone going to use their sexuality? What are you going to use in this game to do better? But I don't think it's right to then use your own assessment and go, I don't even think she's really bi. Because I do think that's something that, Busy, you could speak to that the best. You'd probably, I don't know. I'm not going to assume, but I think you're the only one on the panel who associates himself as bi.
Yes.
So I think there is a lot of biphobia, and there's a lot of people that go, just pick a team,
There's no one who likes bisexuals except for bisexual. So we get it from everyone. Straight people are like, you're gay, and then gay people are like, you're gay. Everyone's against you. So I'm sure that Sarah Beth has heard it before, but I don't want to say I'm shocked that Tiffany's using it. If she's angry, I'm disappointed.
Well, Miranda hasn't said anything in like 2 hours.
Miranda, talk to us.
I'm just taking everything in and listening to everybody and hearing different perspectives. I personally never got the vibe that Tiffany was jealous, so I was I guess that's why I was sitting so quietly, because I was hearing Joleen mention Tiffany and jealousy, and I was like, where's that coming from? I haven't seen anything about Tiffany being jealous.
Twitter and in the comments, people are like, she's so jealous. I think even Sarah said it.
I said it.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it because this was like, Tiffany's jealous. When? No, with Tiffany and Sarah Beth, that vibe, I always got Tiffany was irritated with her because she came after Hannah, and Tiffany loves Hannah. I never saw it as anything deeper than, gosh, that bitch. She came after my Hannah, and now she's taking my Kyland and possibly my Derek X, and this is a problem for my game, so I need to go after her. I didn't think of anything deeper than that, but it's an interesting perspective. And then I would like to also throw in, I think everybody in that house is eventually going to get irritated with everybody, no matter who you are or what you are. I think it's already starting. Especially with Tiffany, as we said, she's she's a mom. So when we talk about her being controlling, I get it. Because when it comes to Amelia, I'm like, hold on, I don't need your idea, other person. I already told her to clean up her mess, and she's got to do it how I said she needs to do it. So your idea can stay in your head because it's unnecessary. Like that's, and some would say that that's controlling, but I got to be controlling. I got a child that if I don't control it, it runs around like an animal with its head cut off, And so I think it's really hard to turn that off, especially in a game. And as we know, Tiffany is doing so well. Like, she's such a gamer. She's really putting some serious thought into each and every move. I think she might be overthinking the Sarah Beth thing, especially because she's created this myth in her mind that Sarah Beth and Kyland know each other outside of the game.
Yes. Which
and
wouldn't
the paranoia.
be that.
Yeah.
But listen, you guys, we've had so many. Like, did you ever think BB9 would happen? Did you ever think, BB6 we had secret pairs?
It makes sense.
Secret siblings. It makes sense. So people are thinking like it's cuckoo, but I would be looking sideways too if two people were really close. And there was a lot of talk early on that we have some kind of duos twist, and there was all this duo stuff. So I do think the paranoia does run, but I don't think they're wrong. And I just want to highlight this, Miranda, then we'll get right back to you. Brown Girl 44 says, SB said she was single. Yes, that's what started the conversation in the first place. They were talking about Disneyland or something, and she said, I'm single, so something about a past. Now, I think what she meant was, I don't have a family.
Right. She never said, like, I don't have a girlfriend. She was talking about not having a family past to Disney. Yeah. And the internet was like, she said she's single.
Yeah,
she's lying about
that's another thing that we need to remember about BB Twitter, BB Facebook, BB TikTok, all the BBs, is they like to cherry pick what is said. And that if you happen to correct them in the comments, then you're an awful person. How dare you even think about it?
The other day, I responded to a comment and they said, well, then I guess BB Twitter lied to me. And I was like, that's what they do. Like, this shouldn't be a surprise.
Yeah, the only you have to see it.
The only accounts on BB Twitter that I trust are Sarah's. Obviously, anybody that I know, but but BB updates daily or whatever it is. I always forget the actual. Because they post the exact conversation, and they whisper so good in the house. They're professional whisperers that I can't, even if I have my volume up all the way, I still don't understand what they're saying. So I have to go to BB Twitter sometimes, that update account, and see. But I think with Tiffany is that she's kind of doing the most a little too quick. I feel like it really just started this last week. Christian was HOH. She heard Sarah Beth was going after Hannah, and she just went with it. And it's like her mind doesn't stop. She's got a Gemini moon. It just doesn't stop. And so she's starting to overthink things. I understand, like, Kyland and Sarah Beth, that would be a cool twist, but it's not the case, Tiffany. Okay, like, it's not the case. And we have a real showmance right in front of you, like an actual
yes, exactly.
So let's pump the brakes on the theorizing and the writing of stories and like the overthinking with Kyland and Sarah, and let's focus on the thing that's really happening, which is two good competitors actually making out and possibly bumping uglies.
For sure,
so.
Guys. Allegedly. Well, and also Sarah Beth, she speaks very highly of her girlfriend Shelly. There was a whole conversation. Is Shelly real? And I was like, oh my God, Shelly's probably at home just like, I'm real. But I understand them questioning it because it's Big Brother. Expect the unexpected. There's been so many crazy twists. So I don't blame Claire. I don't blame Tiffany for questioning this. Now they did go to Xavier. Xavier's like, oh, that's probably the truth. And it is used, a part of strategy too, because Sarah Beth is like it. I was struggling while I was away because there's this, when Sarah Beth was coming for Hannah, and then Hannah stands were like, Sarah Beth's the devil. And I'm like, but she's not. Sarah Beth just saw what was happening strategically. Like, why is everyone protecting her? She's not in any of these alliances we're allegedly in. But it felt like you couldn't like both of these great women. You had to pick one or the other if you were on BB Twitter. But I'm like, no, they both, it'd be great if they could find a way to work together, which they're kind of trying to right now, but it's probably too late for that, with their little, partners and stuff. But Sarah Beth, I don't think it was never anything personal on Hannah. It was all strategy. Why are we protecting this woman? and she's not in our alliances. The only personal thing I've heard Sarah Beth talk about, and like Miranda said, everybody gets on everybody's nerves in this house. I would talk so much shit about everyone I was in the house. I'll just tell you straight out. I'm not one of those people who's like, I only think the nicest stuff. I don't. No. I would be like, he's so annoying. He's so annoying. And so Sarah Beth was on, I guess, allegedly during the veto competition. Tiffany and Claire said she overheard that she was talking a lot of shit about Brittany. And then when the veto was over and the feeds came back on, she was talking shit about Brittany. Sarah Beth wasn't saying the worst person won, like that for her. I'm paraphrasing here, guys, but just because I think she was meaning like she's going to be annoying with this win. Is that how you guys took it? When Sarah Beth said that
she has a slight history of being annoying to other house guests. Brittany? You know, like yes,
a slight.
So I think that my relatable queen Brittany has gotten on everybody's nerves, and again, sure. I can relate. But you know,
we love it. We love it, and we're entertained by it.
Yeah, it's never nice to talk negatively about people, but when you live together and you're playing a game together, it's going to happen. You're going to get on everybody's nerves. I mean, I think Busy and I would probably irritate the shit out of Sarah. I mean, we probably do. We probably do on our lives anyway.
Wait, me, Sarah? Wait, I'm so used to talking about the Sarah in the game, and then I was like, wait, I think they're talking about me.
That's Sarah Beth.
No, you guys don't annoy me at all. I just I don't know. I don't like it when people make fun of other people in general. And then, but you guys just spent like 10 minutes making fun of Sarah Beth. And so it's like, I get it. I would too, in my head, be annoyed by every single person if I live with them. I just wish, because Tiffany had already done just such a great job of planting the seeds. Like Sarah Beth has no one in this house except for Kylan. And, you know, Sarah Beth did damage to her game yesterday in the veto competition. Like Sarah Beth is on her way out. You do not then have to make fun of her voice. You do not then have to question her sexuality. Just say, wow.
Tiffany was mocking Sarah Beth's voice, calling her Moaning Myrtle, which I thought was clever because it's like, you know.
Can I ask though, in all seriousness, why is that mean? We've seen from Tiffany, she does impersonations. She does the Franzel. I guess also for me, I do impersonations and in an attempt to be funny. I guess now I'm answering my own question because you're saying she doesn't like her. So her impersonating her, it's a negative thing.
It's coming from a negative place.
Yeah, and she was doing it in a mocking way. She wasn't trying to be fun. I've done impersonations on my channel in the past, but I don't care about these people. Like, it's not like coming out of like, I don't know them personally either. And so I think it's a different line when you know people personally and you start mocking them. And on top of that, like, I guess to go back to the whole parent thing, for me, I did all the impersonating and stuff before I became a mom. Now I'm kind of hesitant about doing them again because I don't really want Amelia to see me do stuff like that. And then when I'm telling her not to do stuff like that and be mean, and, you know, because she's a kid, she doesn't understand that there's a difference between being silly and being mean or whatever. You know, once you're a parent, I just feel like there's a different decorum because you are literally guiding somebody in their growth and in their life. And to see her do the Moaning Myrtle and the mocking, it just seemed a little what's that word? Uncouth or whatever.
Uncouth.
Yeah, I agree. I think that on one hand, it's like helping to put the nail in the coffin. Like, look how she's already made herself look bad, and let's keep it going so that she's out the door. But it also could be overkill if we all agree that she's not that girl.
I feel like I can't say anything about Tiffany's behavior because I do the exact same thing Tiffany does. As a comedian, I make impersonations, I make fun, I roast. That's what I do. I don't really I see where you guys are coming from as like healthy adults, but from a comedian standpoint. And I think this house plays improv games all the time. They're always trying to make each other laugh. A little roast on someone or their voice isn't the end of the world. We've seen so much bad behavior. I feel like sometimes this can be a good way to get out your feelings and just like
and I get
feel
that
better. And I don't see Tiffany as a malicious person, but that's just me. I know this is very subjective, you know, this is just how I feel about it. And I would
she could be mean girly when she was making fun of Whitney. And I saw and I was like, now, girl, now this is too much.
But I don't think for sure. I'm sure there's other things that I'm not, but just this certain situation where she was just like, she's moaning Myrtle. Because in that HOH comp, she was moaning. It was sexy time. What was happening on the wall? She's like, what happened?
I mean, if get you on a wall, I'm sure you'll be like, ugh.
Not sexy. Mine would be like, ooh, like really guts. I don't know.
Your Minnesotan back muscles will be popping out.
Back.
Oh my God, I'm blushing. I felt like Sarah had that moment when you started doing that, Joleen.
But I understand that Tiffany is like just being silly in some situations, and that Sarah Beth definitely has her faults too, because Beth
was saying mean
stuff
about Brittany. Like,
I find Sarah to be very boring. Honestly,
exactly. Yeah. I said it, girl. I told you.
Yeah.
That's why she got to do voice acting, okay? Because she got to play a character, cartoon, probably. It's sad.
I'm not affected by Sarah Beth at all. Like, in fact, and might be why I don't like fully know or understand, is because anytime she's on the feeds, I kind of change it. She's kind of like, no, I was gonna say stupid, but like I meant stupid, like boring. Like, what are you there for? You're not providing me anything other than like you're just sitting there, you know.
I did like her when her and Kylie was playing the block game, because she was really good at the game that he tried to make up. But then outside of that, I did get bored. But I only wanted to watch it because Kylie was in the room.
Well, and I love Kylan. So
the question, would it be different if someone like Brent was mocking Sarah Beth's voice? Yes, it would be, especially a man mocking a woman with misogynist tendencies, and also the fact that he's not funny. Tiffany has proven herself in the house to be a comedic voice. Funny. She kind of she drags people a little bit, she throws shade. That's in her personality. I'm not saying she can't be mean. I'm just saying I don't think her going, oh my God, moaning Myrtle, making commentary and doing the voice is mean. I think, you know, if she was like Sarah Beth is a bitch, I don't like her, that's kind of mean. But if she's just making some kind of Harry Potter reference, I don't think that is the same. That's just my opinion, but I know that you guys, you know, you have the right to feel however you want to feel.
I do. And I'll do it again.
Yeah.
People are asking us, okay, so the drama with the, like Sarah mentioned, the drama with the veto competition was that it was one of the prize ones. And Sarah Beth was knocked out and she grabbed the 5K, I think. Yes. And then when Derek X was knocked out, he went for the 5K and she said, no, please don't take this from me. And allegedly she did a cry or a fake cry. We don't know. We'll see it when we watch the episode, you know. Yeah. This is all what the house guests are saying happened. And so then Derek X didn't take it, and then everyone was like, oh shit, how awful of Sarah Beth. Well, I think, and you guys tell me what you think, she wasn't gonna get it because Brittany was still in the competition, because Brittany ended up winning, so she's not gonna get it. It might not be the best look, but she did that. And also, to blame Sarah Beth for Derek X making the decision to let her have the prize is unfair. And I think we do that a lot to women, is we go, oh my God, she made him feel this way. And no, that was on him. If he chose to let her keep the 5K after the fact, he was like, I should have kept it. And then he cried, but then then Tiffany comforted him. And then he said, Derek X said, oh, I kind of did it to make SB look bad. So it's like, it's a game for $750,000. People are going to do some stuff you're not going to like. But
I love how big the prize is.
Yeah, there's no way Sarah Beth could have made him make this decision. But
you can't make anyone do anything.
No, I would have been like, I'm keeping the money. What do you guys think about that?
Why the hoes mad? That's what I want to know. Like, why the hoes mad? I don't understand why the hoes is mad. I had no problem when I was like, okay, girl, good for you. I don't get why the hoes is mad. Can someone please tell me why they mad?
It was like the only time I was like, okay, Sarah Beth, like I would do the same thing.
Right. It was like when
I'm gonna go out with 5K.
Remember when David took money last year? I was like, get it, David, take it. Take it. I said that on a live. I was like, it might not be the smartest, but freaking take it. They're after you anyways. They're coming for you.
They're just mad that they didn't take it.
That's what it is. It's projection.
Melissa had the biggest problem with it. It looked like, because she felt like I was out there trying to win the veto to possibly take her off the block.
Don't even get me started on Alyssa and Christian after this veto competition.
Please.
Like, they effing suck. Christian was like, is my veto even in there? Is my veto chip even in the box? I'm like, Christian, shut up. You win everything. Go curl your hair or straighten it. Like, shut up. You're irritating. And then Alyssa, oh, she really took the 5K? How dare she take the 5K? Does she know she's on the block? And I'm like, do you know how irritating you are?
Imitation if she's gonna do these South Park voices, okay?
That's what I give everybody. That's how I give everybody a voice when I'm irritated with when I'm irritated with someone, like, I just give them South Park because you're annoying me, and that's how I hear them. That I had to change feeds because I'm like, Alyssa, why is this so deep for you? Are you hurt? Is Sarah Beth threatening you also? Like, I'm confused where all of a sudden Sarah Beth is the threatening queen to everybody and everybody is on her ass.
Can you imagine though that she goes back to that voice, she whispers in your ear in a whole another negative, nasty tone. And then she's like, do you want to play? After that, oh, I could see it. She's the devil in disguise.
Sarah, what do you think?
I mean, I agree. I agree. We have this great perspective of, like, first off, it's the veto comp where you go out second, third, you ain't winning the veto. So why would Sarah Beth go, I'll take the veto, knowing the next person is going to take it from her? DX was still in the game. Brittany's still in the game. Alyssa's still in the game. 3 people were going to take it out from her. Why not try to take the 5,000? Then also, if you're holding the 5,000, every single time we've seen this comp, I bet you it's the same thing. They go, oh no, don't take it from me. And the person goes, I know, I'm so sorry. And they take it and we move on with our lives. So I bet, I mean, until we see it, we don't know. But I'm assuming it was the same thing we see every year. But DX, and I don't hate what he did for his game, was like, okay, I'll set this up that she begged me not to take it and I didn't take it. So he doesn't take it, moves on. I think it's great for his game. I think you go girl, Sarah Beth. I think that's fine. But we also see this every year. The other players blow it up to a big old thing. Perception is everything. And they go, why didn't she do it? Why'd she do this? And they freak out and lose their minds. And so if she were really thinking game-wise, she should have just taken the veto just for looks.
Yeah, just for shits and giggles.
Right. And
Girl,
just said, oh, well.
To giggle or shit about. I'm about to be going home. And somebody's going to take this veto away from me. Girl, it's okay. Yeah. And y'all hoes can sit here and be mad and watch me walk around the house with my soft voice, talk about, oh, here she go. And I'm $5,000 richer with it, girl. Right. And I'm $5,000 richer with it, okay?
And that's exactly how I would feel too. I would tell them all to go cry in their pillow because I'm going to be crying in 5K. You know? I would have been
very vocal about it as I was making a decision. Oh, I mean, I'm sure the next person's going to take it from, so that if y'all going to argue about it with me, y'all going to know what my thought process was. And I don't know if Big Brother will tell me to shut up, but I'll be like, well, such a hard decision. I mean, I'm sure if I get the veto, someone's going to take it from me next. Yeah. Why should I lose the opportunity? That way, if everybody knows what I was feeling, now y'all look like crap talking about it. Yeah. I would just be very open and vocal. Well, you know, he was right because someone was going to take it next. I would have taken it. Y'all remember when Ika Wong shredded that? And they was like, I can't believe she didn't give us our letters down. Let's be clear, girl. I can't remember who said it, but it was like, we were not going to keep her. Okay, so the best thing she could have done is shred that chat. Right. Yeah, so we all sit here mad at her, but which one of y'all was going to keep her? The best thing she could have done.
Right, and they all look like fools scurrying around like crackheads. Like, did you see? She's on the block and she didn't take the veto. And it's like, are you okay? Is it really
I won't be getting the veto. I'm gonna put it on them.
Oh my god! Can you imagine though? Oh my gosh! If Christian ends up on the block, Alyssa is going to be stomping around like a moose, and she's going to be like, "Right, you didn't take the veto. You took the 5K. What happened to the Kings?" You know, and I'm like, "Okay, Alyssa,
Miranda, you, me, and Tiffany in these impressions. We are killing it. We can never say shit about Tiffany saying anything because we do the
Well, I don't know these people personally.
Exactly.
I don't know them.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Brian says, I'm so ready for this backdoor. Alyssa gonna cry. Also,
but
Sarah
is the backdoor gonna work?
Yes,
right.
We'll get to that, and I want to hear your perspective on that, Sarah. Did you guys hear Sarah Beth ask Brittany to throw the veto competition?
Right?
Did you see what?
Honestly, I was like, girl, go for it. Give it a shot. Mm-hmm.
I mean, why not?
Brittany tried to convince Derek that Alyssa was the target. Yeah, go for it. Give it a shot, mastermind. Let's go.
I mean, that was pretty funny.
I feel like Sarah watches feeds and she's just sitting there with her coffee like, yes.
Yes. I'm like,
Keep going.
What idiotic thing are you doing now? Yes.
Speaking of which, Sarah, let's talk about,
I love it.
Is this good? Because there's been back and forth, and should we backdoor Christian? Should we get Sarah Beth out? If Tiffany and Claire had it their way, they'd be like, Sarah Beth, they've talked Xavier into it now. Or are we do you think they're going to go, because there was this really funny moment right after, you guys, this is one of my favorite moments ever, probably in Big Brother history. It was hilarious.
Oh,
so right after the veto competition, they're in the bathroom. Derek is laying on like a chair. Tiffany comes in and they're talking about, him giving or not taking the 5K from SB. And Tiffany's like, yeah, that was off. Like, fuck that. Like, fuck SB, in that she, cried to get her way. And he was like, yeah, but I kind of, me crying, I kind of wanted sympathy. And then they were just talking about her keeping the 5K. And then he's like, yeah. And Tiffany goes, so we should probably get rid of her. Now I'm paraphrasing. And Derek X goes, yeah, probably. She goes, okay, who should we put next to her on the block? And he goes, well, not this week. We didn't talk about that. Tiffany was like, okay, let's get her. And then Island comes in and interrupts it. But it was so funny. I didn't even do it justice. Sarah, you watched it. Like, it was
yes. It was great. And I'm so glad, but I was glad that it happened, because I was like, Derek, she's talking about right now. Like, Derek is like, yeah. And I agree with Derek's thought of like, great, we have our next target, you guys. Like, we've planted seeds, but also Sarah Beth like ruined her own game here publicly. So let's go for it. And I think that's great. This is why I question Tiffany being emotional, is because Tiffany, strategically, the normal Tiffany we get, I'll say 5 out of 7 days a week, knows that she's done the work. Sarah Beth is the next house target next week. Easy peasy. More than likely she goes. But if you step into your emotional thinking, you throw out this whole big elaborate plan that Derek has put into effect, and you switch the target to Sarah Beth, which doesn't help Derek X game. It actually ruins his game. And Tiffany is supposedly aligned with him. And but yeah, to answer your question though, if Tiffany wants Sarah Beth out this week, Sarah Beth will go this week. If she steps back and says, I don't want to mess up Derek's game, then we can get Christian out. But it really, every day Tiffany changes her mind. So
and Tiffany's got like
Wednesday
a grip on Christian. Like, she does not really want him gone at all.
Yeah.
No, her and Claire have a good game relationship with Christian and Alyssa as of now, right? Like, that's
and
that's the thing with the cookout. They all have their side,
right? Side Tiffany has 2 sides, Christian and Xavier,
though,
right? And so people need to be realizing who's in charge of this. And I'm surprised that Derek F and Azah haven't been the ones to observe it, because they're so like in the background. I would think that in the background enough to where they could see like, hey, why is Tiffany so holding on to Claire and Christian so hard? Yeah. Why is she going around to everybody? Like, I'm just surprised that those 2 haven't conspired that up yet. But right now they think that Derek F is going to be going up, so they're mad at Derek X.
It sounds like people were saying in the chat, because this morning they were up late due to the long veto and that. So just from what I saw this morning, I didn't see a lot of gaming going on before I went live for the first time. So, but some people in the chat were saying that Azah and I think you were saying Azah and Derek F might be kind of turning on Tiff a little bit. So
yeah, I didn't see what that was in reference to. So I'm not sure, but that will be interesting because I do feel like that's gonna happen here. Tiffany has been open about her dislike for a lot of people, but specifically people in the cookout. Like she started with Kylan. She started with Azah probably. You know, she and Azah aren't the best of terms. Now her and Kylan aren't on the greatest of terms. She's okay with X right now, but she did turn on him the other night. And if he makes another misstep, oh my God, there goes her relationship with X. Like I feel like she's gonna get turned on here.
Well, yeah, because everybody's going to start comparing notes soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it is so, I mean, it's so necessary to get Christian out. Like you guys were saying earlier, he's in a legitimate showmance. Him and Alyssa are both good at competitions, even though Alyssa, you know, I hated that after she lost the HOH, because she did really well, that she kind of went to Christian like, what could I have done better? I was like, oh my God, did you have a competitive dad that made you like, you know, break down what you did wrong after sports or something? Because I can a little bit relate to that. But it just was like, don't ask him. He doesn't know nothing. You know more than he does, you know. But these two, if you keep someone like Christian who can do backflips and burpees, he has to go as
7 in a row, I think, right?
Wait, that wasn't his idea, right? Wasn't that
that was Brittany's?
It was Brittany's idea, and he's like, well, I guess I'll try. And then I was watching him, I'm thinking, you'll try, girl. You came in with this skill. There's no way. There's no way.
Good thing about Christian is he's easy to manipulate. So if you are on his side, you can manipulate him, but you just don't take the risk. He's already that strong physically and wins comps and is in a showmance. We have seen this happen too many times. You let this type of guy go and he's winning the game. The showmance is going to the end. You have to split them up. You know, Alyssa will have to pivot. She will have to find another. She'll have to find her way. She can't be mad forever. You know what I mean? She doesn't have much to fall back on. Right.
And it's like you guys just met a month ago. Is it like are you envisioning your wedding? You know, like I feel like she should really move on quickly. But then again, like maybe I'm just comparing her to Hannah. Like I feel like Hannah is just so game focused that. Whatever, if Derek X goes, fine, bye. You know,
but they think that DX, they're just like he wouldn't. Alyssa's like he wouldn't do that to us. He wouldn't, and he's a bad liar. It's like, but he's lying. Well,
I love it. I love that she has no idea that he's lying. They think because of week 1. When he got caught, that he's a bad liar. And I love it. I mean, I think Derek X has done some great stuff this week as HOH. And yes, Tami, right now, Tiffany has said, okay, Derek, you take your shot. You know, I'll support you. I'm just saying she can change her mind.
Switching.
She does change her mind.
It's a long week. We got a long week ahead
we've
of
got
us.
several more days. But it's only good for Tiffany's game if Christian stays. Honestly, if the rest of the house is convinced by her to keep Christian, that's on them for being that ridiculous, because this is really only good for Tiffany's game.
I think Christian's gonna go. I think Christian's gonna go. Only because Derek F has helped out so many people as well. And I feel like Tiffany has a grip, but she's also, people are like, look, she don't even want to hear me cry. Like, I let Derek X do it because he'll listen to me. I think Christian's gonna go. I don't think she's gonna switch it. I think she's gonna be stupid.
He needs to.
But I think Christian's gonna go.
DX the best competitor, so he does lose a shield in a way, but I don't think I think he's insulated enough and he can win already, and we're past that point where this whole shield thing, I don't think.
Yeah, I think the shield excuse is silly.
Him.
Yeah.
It doesn't work for everybody. Like Derek X doesn't need a shield. The fact that they convinced him that he did was silly. He's a comp beast.
Are we sure? Because Derek X is a comp beast.
Right. That's why he doesn't need a shield.
He doesn't need a shield. And he's smart and clever, whereas Christian is just good at competitions and can be easily manipulated and has nice hair, you know?
Are people looking at Christian the same way that they look at Derek X, though? I feel like people look at Christian as
his hair is
we gotta get him out. And Derek X, he's like, he has the smarts and the charisma and the physicality. So I would be looking like Derek X gotta go.
I mean,
Unless it was truly on my side.
If we're
People
talking
are already
shield,
saying
though,
that.
I would say that Xavier is a bigger shield for Derek X. If Derek X has a shield, like if anyone is able to shield Derek X, because he's kind of put himself out there, everybody knows he's good at competition. So who can shield what's obvious? Right. If there's going to be a shield, it would be Xavier, because plenty of people said that they feel safe with Xavier. So it's like, he's obviously a good competitor and a good game player if so many people are like feeling content with him or whatever, you know.
Well, and I would be petty, and just like Tracy's saying, I would get Christian out just so he and Alyssa didn't have the summer to hump. Oh,
right.
Exactly. You can't go to jury and hump up those beds. We have had too many summers where these nasty showmances have just humped up everything. Like, no.
Right. And then they vote together. Like, I don't know. People talk about, like, are the kings all going to vote together? We can't have 4 kings in the jury together. I don't know if a team is going to vote together, but showmances 99% of the time vote together. You cannot put a showmance in the jury. Don't be dumb.
Yeah.
Right. And also, you're probably going to go to jury and you're going to have to deal with people humping on the regular. We know former house guests who went to jury, and it was Hump City Township, and they were like, I guess I'll go out to the freaking, you know, volleyball net and hang out. Because I can't take all, it's just Jizz City, you know, it's just too much.
So Joleen would not want, Joleen would like avoid that at all costs. We already know that. So none of us can go in a showmance. Because Joleen would make sure we're out, because she just does not want us to have a good time in jury.
Right.
Because you can only talk to each other and the producers that are there, your babysitters and stuff, and watch DVDs. Do I want to hear you, you know, bumping and grinding next door, especially when you're like annoying? No, I don't. I want to enjoy the house. If I'm not humping, you're not humping. I don't care.
Oh, that's selfish.
Not in a Frenchie weird way, because I want to hump you, but just because, like, I don't want to hear Christian and Alyssa hump.
Well, don't listen. Get a room down the hall.
Yeah, go downstairs.
Put your AirPods
I
in.
have to go to the lower level because they can't control their genitals.
Put in your earbuds.
Yeah, put your AirPods in. Make sure that it blocks out all sound. And then
I'm telling you, ask Jess how she felt being in the house with all those humpers. It was a lot of humping that poor woman.
Well, I mean, I feel like Jess's situation was a little different because there was quite a few humpers.
You had Baby Bangs and Kat. Bam, 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 bam. You had not Jerkson and Holly, but
the other one was Sis, Jack and Sis.
Oh,
Jack.
Yeah. Can you imagine all the fake moans they were doing for those guys' ego? Because I could see Sis is one of those women that's just like, you know, and it's like, it's barely you know, they want to help you, like, this is so great, and it's like, it's not, I can't be that
okay, Moaning Myrtle. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna interject and I'm gonna answer the chat and say Xavier is not playing a game that I love and respect. I think it's pretty weak, but that's just me.
I think he's his I think his tactic is his gray sweatpants, and what really is bothering me, and I'm gonna be very honest, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna hop up on y'all, then I'm gonna hop up off. Okay. Why has no one started a Xavier and gray sweatpants thread? I have decided that I'm gonna start it.
Well, yeah.
I was looking for it because I was like, I know I'm not the only person who's watching this. Like, I cannot be. Okay.
Well, I haven't noticed.
Cleaning, walking, anywhere. I'm like, well, how is no one seeing that thing?
Like, you see movement. There's a flow.
Do I see? It's the thing is just there.
Well, Busy, can you start the thread? Because I haven't seen him in gray sweatpants.
He has his gray pants on all the time.
Well, and you know I love that kind of stuff, so send it to me.
It's just
I love boners.
The print is there, and it's like, how has no one started this yet? The print is just there, especially when they're cleaning.
Well, and if it's just sitting there, you have to appreciate it.
You have to. I remember Oz was looking at it one day. I said, "Girl, me too." Okay, girl, me too. It's just there, and I want to know why no one has started a Xavier Gray sweatpants thread, because that's my tactic.
subreddit where it's all about Xavier.
Right.
You need to start it because that's the secret weapon. I'll never vote him out because then what can I look at? Like, it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. I remember they was doing unfortunately it's R. Kelly, but they was doing Dance in the Name of Love, Step in the Name of Love, and then they'll see, and you just see him get down and get back up, and it's just like, you're gonna poke somebody's eye out with that thing.
It was like a kickstand.
Yes, it was so much, y'all. I'm telling y'all, that's the tactic. I would never vote him out.
As far as Xavier's game, I mean, Xavier, he's one of the people in the cookout who does have quite a few side pieces. And so I think in that way he's doing well. I saw someone comment that maybe he should have dropped sooner if he was throwing the HOH and throwing it to DX. And yeah, I could see that.
Can I ask y'all a question? How did y'all feel about that edit? I really didn't like the edit of them using Ozza, and maybe that's just truly how she feels. It looked real catty and petty. And she's like, I have a middle school crush, and this is the reason why I feel like I had to go after you. And it was like, girl, is this how you want to go down in history? Because this is sad to watch. Mm-hmm. This is sad to watch.
Especially for a Sagittarius. They don't care about...
She's just saying the truth. She likes to say the truth. That's sad.
Yeah, but like I've never seen a Sagittarius really hold up on Sagittarius women hold up on a man like that. And so I was like my mother-in-law, she's a Sagittarius, and it's Scorpio moon. So
they do that, right?
Well, yeah. They're water signs. Busy's a little water sign too. So and we see how held up he is on Xavier's sweatpants.
I will say this though, Sagittarius have a really good sense of humor. Yeah. And so she probably just doesn't take it that serious.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, it's a middle school crush. And she threw it in her goodbye message. It makes me feel like she just doesn't think it's that big of a deal. She's given them the footage though to like twist and edit any which way.
Yeah. They're very nonchalant like that, you know, like my mother-in-law, she'll be like, I turned down his proposal because it was boring and I've never looked at him since, you know, and I'm like, how many proposals have you had?
Yeah, it was a little too much. I feel like, you know, they do edit their goodbye messages and pull out what they want. Yeah. I'm sure this was things that were asked of her by production, and it was embarrassing, but
it wasn't a good look.
She's not embarrassed though. She's not embarrassed.
I agree with you. She's a model. She's a whole beautiful model. She's fine. She's like, yeah, I have a crush on you. But I would have probably, even if they told me to say it, kept out the part where I didn't like you, Whitney, because of, you know, your flirting.
It was so disgusting.
Why would this supermodel
be worried about Whitney?
No, or even Xavier. Like, I just feel like Ozza, like.
Well, I mean, Xavier, like.
We're here for almost $1 million, girl, and this is what you're talking about. Like, there's so many other things you could have brought up, and we are 750. And you talk about something. I just didn't like you because I have a crush on this person. You had to go. I gotta be honest, girl. You could have said that for the reunion or something.
And if she said that on her own, and production didn't. Like, I just got the vibe that production told her to say that.
I was hoping that.
They were pushing it too much because she wasn't obsessing about this on the feeds. I feel like she wasn't.
Oh, yes, she was.
Wrong, Sarah?
Was she?
Yes. This were her eyes.
Cabining.
I mean, that would be my eyes
too. She just sat there and stared at Whitney and Xavier like this. I have so many screenshots of her doing that.
But,
but no gray sweatpants?
I feel like we all did. Even when I looked at Xavier and Whitney, I was like,
well, anytime I see a Whitney,
the most, like she was doing the most. She was straddling. She was hopping on.
Oh my, the most. Oh my, what is this for 2 hours? With let me get more lotion. The most
with her talk that like this. Her gym attire.
We talk about Derek F. Derek F needs to stop calling women bitches and commenting on what women wear. I actually I didn't mind Whitney's little gym attire. I know Alyssa said I wouldn't wear it, but I thought Whitney looked, I'm not a huge Whitney fan, but I thought she looked beautiful.
Did anyone say they would wear it?
Xavier has been trying to, I think it's been mostly X. Sarah, you can correct me if I'm wrong, because I feel like you would know this. X has been correcting DF on like, stop it with the bitch talk, stop it with the this and that. And it just bugs me so much. I mean, you know, this bitch, this, that. I just with Derek F. And then when he's talking about what women are wearing. It's like, concentrate on your daybed. I don't have time for this. I'm not enjoying him.
I have to, let me double check. I have to jump. But I do want to say a couple things. First off, do not give me a segment on shaming a woman for wearing something that shows her cleavage. I don't care if no one else, I would never wear that, but like,
I'd wear it.
If she wants to wear it, I don't need to make fun of her about it. Yeah, so I agree. DF does a lot of like making fun of people.
He doesn't like women. I really do feel he doesn't really like women that much. I'm just gonna put it out there. He loves Frenchie.
It doesn't seem like he does. His jokes seem that way, which But another thing is to X. I think back to X. The guy who asked the question bolted and didn't care about my answer. He's playing the game of like, everyone's gonna like me, I'm gonna make it to the end, and they're all gonna vote for me because of my sweatpants and my beautiful smile, and that's fine. I just don't personally love it. But we liked Xavier holding Whitney accountable and apologizing for her inappropriate jokes. We liked him holding DF accountable and making him apologize. But then he held Whitney accountable for not allowing Brent to treat her disrespectfully. And he told Whitney to apologize to Brent. And I was like, pass, no thank you. So not a fan of some of this stuff. But overall, I'll just stare into Xavier's eyes, and that's fine.
And not listen to him.
He doesn't have to say anything whatsoever. Okay, I love you guys. I'm sorry I have to leave early.
Bye, Sarah. Thank you. Bye. Everyone, go sub to Nerdtainment if you're not already subbed. Okay, so Derek App has just been like, if it wasn't for Ozza, he would be completely
I like Derek.
As someone who's a part of the community, and all I hang around are girls. Like all I hang around are girls, and especially in the Black community, I hang around just Black women. And in the Black gay community, and especially because it seems like he goes to drag shows, or at least he goes to balls, because he's always giving us a cat. So I feel like he's definitely a part of the bitch, you are serving, bitch. Yes, girl, come on. Yes. I feel like he's a part of that. And then there's this subset of like Black women who really love the Black gay ballroom, gay culture, where we're like, bitch, that is not what we should be wearing, and this is what we do. That happens on Real Housewives of Atlanta all the time.
Do you think it's when they're busy? Sorry to interrupt you, but when it's like, bitch, like it's like a joke, like bitch, but when he's like, that bitch needs to, and then you're just like, I
think it becomes just straight a part of your vocabulary. It doesn't transfer well though, and I think he needs to watch that because it does not transfer well in all communities. I remember the first female friend that I had, and I was like, "Bitch, go," and she was like, "Please don't call me that," and I was like, "Oh, this is everybody's not like that." And it doesn't transfer well, but it does become a part of your vernacular, and you just start saying it all the time, especially when you're around women. Or when you're with each other, like it's a part of your, it's a part of your vernacular, your language, and it's a term of endearment, but it's offensive for some individuals.
I can see it in a jokey way. Fine, I think hello there in the chat said he's not saying it in a jokey, funny way. He's really like that bitch. Like I feel like it's when he's saying it about people he doesn't like and stuff. And so for that, I don't appreciate it. And then when him commenting on Whitney's clothes, it's like, Derek, you would wear that. You would wear that if you could. You know what I mean? Like
somebody said he will be voted.
Well, here's the thing with that. Apparently, he's dyslexic. So that explains a lot of why Julie had to correct him. Because I tweeted it like, why do we have 2 times in a row where he said I vote to whatever? And then people running his Twitter were like, he's dyslexic. I'm like, oh my God, that makes so much more sense. So I deleted my tweet because I'm like, I don't want to be making fun of like anyone's dyslexia. That would be very hard. But Julie corrected him, kind of being like in this last episode, you vote to evict. And I feel as though I don't know the right way to handle it, but maybe help him out production and be like, we're under the understanding that, because I'm sure he's been maybe he hasn't been open about it, but if he has, you can kind of help in some way, or you just don't correct him. Just let him say it.
Did you see? I almost did it. Did you
Well, you should say. I think you could say like.
Well,
you
me
and
and you
this
talk about all that.
But I've told you, Busy, when we're covering Housewives, and you've been like that bitch, and I was like,
you were like, do not say that. Yeah.
When a man says that about a woman, because we have to hear it so much negatively about ourselves that it's just not.
Can I just real quick?
Yeah.
I guess I'm alone here because I don't get offended by that kind of stuff. You know, like I've been called bitch, the C word, which does not offend me at all the time. Like, well, not all the time currently, but like
all the time. Every day, every minute.
Not currently, because like I don't know. I guess I just don't know anybody anymore.
Yeah.
But like in the past, it never hurt my feelings. It doesn't bother me at all that a man or anybody says bitch, because I'm like, I call her a bitch too if she's being a bitch. You know, like, don't be a bitch.
I understand that. And that's the great thing is like how it affects you might not be, you know, not all women are the same. Not all men are the same. You know what I mean? But I do think that it's been used as such a negative term against women for having any kind of emotions or being assertive or anything. It's like, she's a bitch. And it's like, maybe she just isn't happy with you. Maybe she's expressing emotion. Maybe she's assertive. Maybe she's too smart for you. Maybe you can't handle that. So I've seen it in a different view, where I don't, if someone's mad at me and they call me a bitch, oh no. And if you call me the C word, I've been called the C word by men in my family, a bitch by men in my family. Thanks, alcoholism. But, and so I don't appreciate it. And I try not to let men that I love get away with doing that too. And maybe they just don't know. But it's I think it can be very detrimental.
I guess maybe if you're being called that by men that you love, then that's a different story. But I have never put, and I guess this has just been like a trauma tactic, you know, like having been bullied growing up. I don't put value in other people's words who I don't care about. Joe Schmo off the road, if he were to call me a bitch, I'd be like, yeah, and I'm sexy as hell. What are you going to do about it? You know, if someone called me a C word one time when I moved to the East Coast, because East Coasters are angry. They're real angry all the time. I guess I walked too slow.
Busy taking offense to that.
I guess I walked a little too slow in DC and they called me the C word. And so I was like, yes, I'm a beautiful flower that gives life and that grips it. You know, like,
whatever helps you out, girl. Get out of my way.
Like I hope you go get a sandwich, you know. And so people, Joe Schmo, Derek F, whoever, if they were to call me a bitch because they're venting to whoever, I don't care, you know. But if Sparrow were to be like, you're being a bitch, I'd be like, okay, and you're a little greasy today. How about you go take a shower and then talk to me?
I think it has more to do with the person, because I don't get offended. I don't get offended by the word, but I do look at the person and say, wow, this is who you are. Oh, and then I'm ready to read them. Just give me a reason to read them. Because then I can tell everybody, did y'all hear what this man just said? Did y'all hear what this woman just said? I don't have a problem with it, but how disgusting of you.
Like you have the nerve to call me that and look the way you look? Like, okay.
Right. This is sad, okay? But but before I lose it, did y'all hear? Because I guess they had the boxing thing, girl.
Nobody can.
Talk about this.
And Josiah was like, there's like, is there any reality television star right now that you would want to batter if you could? And he said, Derek F.
That's what we were trying to talk about.
Girl, and I was thinking, what? And then I went back and read the tweets with them against each other and how Derek F was reading Jose and Jose was reading him. And I was like, girl, he going to get beat up. And don't even know that Derek F was on the MTV show.
On Made. Yeah, he was on Made.
Okay, thank you. We're gonna talk about that. Thank you, Brian. So my told
let me go grab a cocktail. I'll be right back.
Door plan, and he ain't happy. Who's my? Did I miss something?
Kai.
Oh, Kai.
Typo, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sure. Jay Boogie said, well, Lunzer, you must not have been around the kind of gay guys. Busy is right. My friends call. Oh, no. I totally I have gay friends and gay friends who say, all right, bitch, let me tell you something, bitch. Like in a very like fun way, I'm fine with that. But I'm talking when you are talking about a woman you do not like, a man calling a woman a bitch is a different look. Misogyny is real. Sexism is real. I don't appreciate it. I don't want to normalize that. I don't want to normalize that for my niece coming up. I don't want men to think it's okay when they're mad at a woman to be like, that bitch over, you know. No, it's not okay, in my opinion. So no, I understand when
right.
It can
And
be
I
like
don't.
Hello there was saying in like a fun, playful way, like this bitch, or like me and Busy will talk like that, and he'll be like, bitch, let me tell you. And I don't get if it's a different kind of bitch, but if you're talking about a hateful bitch and you are referring to someone you don't like and talking about someone you don't like and calling them a bitch, that is very different to me. And I do not want that normalized on television or young people to see that, or you know, or young women to have to go through that, because we're already called a bitch enough. You know, so if it's done in fun, like bitch, if we can take the word back and make it fun, I love that for us.
Well, and I think that word has been pretty much taken back by women and, you know, the gay community. Oh my God, you just had like a little orb flash in front of your screen, or a dust.
Does that
or something.
mean the spirits are with me, or what's happening?
You might have a ghost, but okay.
Yeah, it's all about the tone.
Yeah. I mean, women, of course.
Women, we know this. We know the tone, right, Miranda?
Well, right. I mean, the second Sparrow gives me a tone, I stop and I think, I give him the look. Like, are we going to fight right now? Because we can fight. Like, I'm ready for it, but I don't think you're ready, you know? It's like one of those situations. And I usually look, like, if somebody were to do that, then I usually give them that same look. Like, we can go there, but I don't think you're ready to go there. So I'm going to give you the warning not to go there. But I think that also when people are venting and they're talking to their friend, I think that, you know, it's a little bit different. You know, like we're seeing these people have real experiences and real interactions. And so I don't really hold it against Derek F to be venting to, I assumed Azza, he was talking to Azza about it, I'm assuming. I don't hold it against him and think he's a terrible person or whatever to be venting like that, you know, like, because we all, when we're pissed off.
You said it to Xavier, and you know, if Xavier
tell him not to do that. Yeah,
cognizant enough Xavier to know, like, hey, that's not a good look, bro. You know, and it's different. It's like what me and Busy were saying. It's like when it's like, bitch, listen to this. You know, that's very different.
That's how I do it, Joleen, all the time.
And I never say, Busy, don't say that like that, because these are terms out of love. You'd like take the word back, the power back, or whatever. But when it's done with talking about someone you don't like, I don't want to beat a dead bitch here, but let me just tell you, okay?
It's not okay, Joleen. Stop it.
And intention matters too. Yes. Okay. Cocktail time as we get into it. Atharella says, yes, Miranda, yes. And
what is yes to? What I say that was so yes.
Everything you say is wonderful.
I know, because I'm really smart.
Mm-hmm. Yay!
Yay! You are really smart. Okay, so apparently now the backdoor plan has been leaked to
Derek F.
Yeah. So,
at least now he can get off of bashing Derek X now, you know.
Yes.
But then again, he's so, and you know, when you said earlier, Joleen, I'm not a huge Derek F fan. I don't want everyone to think that like I'm this big Derek F
She's
stan.
A stan. She has a Twitter stan.
I can relate to the lounging and to the gossiping, because I like, if Busy and I could lounge and gossip all day, we would. Like, I would love to gossip.
Totally.
Yeah. I am a gossiper, and I know I can go to Busy for it, and Jolene. Like, I know I can go to these two.
I'll
to
talk
gossip.
so much about everyone. Yes.
Yeah. So I can relate to him in the gossiping and the kind of like, anytime there's an HOH reveal, he's always just sitting on the bed. That would be me. You know, like I can relate to him in that situation. I just had a brain fart where I forgot what I was talking
about. I actually saw it. That was interesting to watch. I was looking directly at you, and I was like, "Where's she going?"
You had a seizure. I was so scared, Miranda. Okay,
no, that scares me. Don't ever say that to me, because I used to have seizures.
I know, and as it was coming out of my mouth, I was like, Miranda has had seizures. She had medication. Like, Joleen, that's not a good
That
joke.
would make me think I actually had a seizure.
Yeah. You did not.
It wasn't a seizure. You did not.
I say it to Nana all the time. I'm like, Nana's season out, so I apologize for that.
It's okay.
You did not have one. You're clear of that.
That,
but
like,
I saw the
Jolene
brain.
saying that, like,
one of it.
Jolene saying that like got me emotional because I got scared for a second.
You did not have one. I saw you look really beautiful, but you look lost.
Who follows my channel knows I say.
I know you say that, but it was like a flashback.
I apologize.
I got kind of emotional. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm so
come
sorry,
here.
baby girl. Oh my God, I'm a dick. I am so sorry.
No, you're not.
Okay.
So sorry.
You're not. I just had a brain fart. And I don't remember where I was going.
I'm
Call her C-word. That's what she wants. Call her C-word.
No, you were saying Derek F. You don't want people to think you're a big Derek F stan, even though you have a Twitter for him.
It's okay if you are.
And I forgot. I'll remember in a second.
Okay, thank you, Brian. Well, as of right now, X does not care, so we're good.
Yeah.
So he doesn't care. Okay. All right. But Miranda, I am sorry. I'd never.
No, it's okay.
Trigger you, and I know. See, as it's coming out of my mouth, I'm like, I know Miranda's history with that, and I didn't think. And so these are the moments when
right.
You wish you could go rewind and think.
It's okay.
So I apologize, baby girl, but feel the feeling.
Can we talk about why Josiah and his sexy body and he's twerking butt up on that stage?
Call him Josiah. Jose?
His name is Jose.
I thought it was Josiah.
I thought it was Jose. Is it Jose?
I don't
know.
So
I've always
wrong.
said Josiah.
I call him. Wait, somebody said. What is his name? Y'all put it in the comments. There's a lot of people up here. It's Jose.
Put one in the chat if Jolene's right, two in the chat if Busy and Miranda are right. Jose or
I'm probably wrong.
I think it's Jose.
Put a 3 if you don't care what his name is and y'all want us to get to the story.
Just scenarios.
Okay, so okay, I say the same. Okay, so people are saying hello there, so I say the same. So I don't know, but it looks like Jose. Okay, we got Jose.
Okay, so Jose.
Got it. Okay, thank you guys. And some people are putting 3, so they don't care. So there you go. There you go, guys. There you go. Okay, so the celebrity fight happened, you guys. So there was a pay-per-view thing. So this is what we're going to talk about next. If you two are down, if you're down to, this is where
I have 20 minutes. But shout out to Girl Let's Agree to Disagree, because they did show the pre-show over there. Jessa was there. She was one of the what are they called? Boxer girls?
Oh yeah,
ring
she walks
girl,
around.
ring women.
She was running ring girl. I hope to pick out her outfit. But she was one of the ring girls. And she was really excited to be there. I'm so sorry I couldn't be there, but I have somewhere to be at the end of this month. Even though I'm gonna fight Joleen after this.
I want to hear. I want to hear everything.
Why are you fighting me?
I have to be. I plan to be in Vegas at the end of this month.
Oh
yeah, isn't Jolene going to be doing her stand-up? I feel like I'm missing out on something.
I am doing it. I don't know if Busy means he's going or he's not going. We can talk offline.
Okay. I just got so confused.
It's like because I think it's because I didn't get back to him on something.
Right? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll get back. I'm sorry. It's been just traveling anxiety. Well, I told you my anxiety.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not picking on you, and that's why I haven't.
But you brought it up. But you brought it up in front of 411 people. Now I gotta explain.
And confuse the hell out of me.
I'm sorry.
I think it's just he had reached out about something, and then I was like I'm just pretending it's not happening sometimes because I feel so out of the loop stand-up wise. So blah blah blah. Who cares? People aren't here for that.
But
all right.
If you want to see it, you guys can go over to our Girl Let's Agree to Disagree. She did the pre-show. You can see everybody talk their mess over there. She has some really good videos. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you get those numbers up. But yes, y'all. So go ahead, Joleen. Tell them about the show. He did
not spill any tea. He was like, what's up with the tickets, girl? What's up with this? And I was just like, I'm pretending it's not happening because I haven't done stand-up in a year and a half, and I just did it for the first time Wednesday, and I'm not still feeling 100%. I don't like the way I look right now. I have been fat shamed on YouTube, so I don't want to be on TV and be fat shamed too. And I don't care like what people I don't care about think, but there is a point where it's like I don't also want to see myself like that. So that's where we're at with that. Full disclosure, full vulnerability. I'm not happy with the way I look, so I don't want to do a TV taping, but I'm not going to turn down a TV taping. So I am still filming for Amazon on August 21st in Las Vegas, and you can see me there.
August 21st.
Yeah, it's right around the corner. It's right around the corner. So you'll see me and my fupa and all of its glory. I'll be hilarious. So there you go.
Well, it's gonna go great because that's a Leo. That's still in Leo season, so you're gonna do well.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. That's good.
Yeah,
to know. Right.
I can look at the astrology for that day for you.
Oh, I would love that. All right. So let's talk about this. So they had a pay-per-view thing, like Busy said. Jessica Milagros, our friend over at Girl Let's Agree Disagree, covered it. There was a lot of people that covered it. There was a little bit of Big Brother drama, so get ready for this. Okay, so here's the first thing that happened.
Yeah.
James from BB, whatever the F it was, with Natalie, and then what season was that? I feel awful.
James Ryan?
Big Brother
18? James, Pranker James. Who,
that's
17, Natalie.
Okay.
So he was supposed to be allegedly at this event. And then allegedly he said the guy messaged him. He put screenshots on Facebook. I saw it where the guy was like, oh, BT dubs, we won't need you sort of thing. I'm paraphrasing, but like that. And he said, oh, I bet this is because of my crazy ex, that being Natalie DeGrati, right? That's her last name.
Oh, Natalie. Yeah, Negrati.
She was one of the ring girls too.
So she was.
So
she was there in one of the ring girls. And James said he was disinvited because of her, but I didn't see proof proving that that was the case. But yeah, so that was a little bit of drama that he was putting on his Facebook, and people were like, some people, not as many people as I think he would have liked, were like, oh, James, we're so sorry. She's so horrible. It's like, is she, or did he make her feel creepy?
Yeah. Well, he's weird. He was running for mayor in his Texas hometown. What, a year ago or 2 years ago? Something like that. Clearly he didn't win.
A police officer now, I think, or something.
Well, that's Victor. Isn't Victor the police officer?
I think James Hewling is too.
Wow, there's a lot of police officers coming out of...
Victor is a police officer now,
yes, yes. He cut his hair. He got a nice little dad bod. Like, I don't want to body shame, but he used to be the Latin king, and now he's
he's a whole white man.
Yeah, I don't know. Now he's the Michigan daddy. I don't know, but
he's a white man.
He's a whole white man.
Yeah, they say that Franzel sucked the Latin out of him.
For real.
I always think of Little Women when the Joe cut her hair, I think it was, and they go, Joe, you're one true beauty. You know, it's like, Victor, you're one true beauty. Okay, so they had this pay-per-view thing. James didn't go. Natalie was there.
Watch Little Women again.
Said Chico. I think he's a cop, you guys. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's a cop. Okay, so yes, James is a sheriff. Thank you, Molly. All right, so they did this pay-per-view thing. I'm going to share the screen because I'm just going to pull up the Twitter page, the Twitter page for it. Okay.
Oh, so poor Busy
sorry,
down
Biz,
there.
Sorry, Biz. Okay. So Celebrity Net Fights is the page I'm pulling up here. So it was this, we've been waiting. Ooh, Alberta. I love Alberta. Okay. So we have been waiting. The biggest boxing match I was waiting for was Adam Pike, who BB Ken 7, right? He was in the Pretty Boy Alliance. Him versus Josh Martinez. Josh got smoked. I mean, smoked. It was like,
stand Josh.
Everyone fights like this. Like, I know they were all training. Rockstar been training a long time, but I didn't see a lot of like freaking combinations. I just saw people going at each other like this. And Josh got rocked. He got knocked down. I don't know if it was a TKO, but let me see if I can get a screenshot from this. But he got twerked. He got worked.
He got twerked?
He got worked, but not in the way he would like.
Oh my gosh.
It looks like he's hitting him.
Real quick, Joleen, Paige suggested a maybe cup the neck wine bottle cups for merch.
Oh my God, so cringeworthy, but beautiful. I'm going to think
No, you have to do that and credit Paige.
Remind me. Oh my gosh, we have our beauty from BB Can 9 is there. Okay, so we have so many people. All right, so the two people that did win, unfortunately, were so Adam Pike right here beat Josh. Like, if someone can tag me on Twitter to the clip, maybe we can pull it up a little quick. But it was,
and we can use that in our challenge lives.
Yes, we can. We got to make a GIF, a GIF, a Jiffy, whatever you call it, a Skippy peanut butter. Make it so I can see Josh hitting his knees with Adam Pike, just boom, boom, boom. I mean, I wasn't even a big Adam Pike fan, but this is what Josh Martinez, this is what he signed up for.
Right. He wanted to fight CT so bad. Well, now you got Adam Pike and you didn't even win.
You did not win. And then we had Rockstar versus Madeline. If you guys don't know who Madeline is, Madeline was on BB Can 8, and that was the season that ended early due to the Panakukin. And she was someone that I thought I wouldn't like, you know, was kind of like the younger, kind of cute people that want to date alliance. But in that season, she was very likable. And even afterwards, very likable. She's small and blonde. She fought Rockstar and she beat Rockstar. And I was kind of surprised because Rockstar was posting a lot of clips of her training, and her trainer was hitting her in the tummy, just hitting her in the uterus. I don't know. That's how you train, I guess.
Yeah, she should have posted more of her hitting. Okay. And that's what the problem was.
Allegedly, Rockstar put up a good fight, to be honest. Okay. But I always
Bessie won his, right?
Was gonna what'd you say?
What?
Bessie won, right?
Unfortunately, Fessy and Casey won. But I think John Party, who he fought, people were saying he was very out of shape, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It didn't look healthy that he was hitting up on that man. Now, I did see that fight, and I was thinking, this is not fair.
Well, Fessy is like 11 feet tall and a former collegiate athlete, and he loves. Me and Miranda watch the challenge. The only challenge he likes doing is the hall brawl, so he can knock over little guys and his friends and send them
talk about his football career.
Exactly. So, okay, sir. So Fess, and then Casey
I want to see what Josh looks like today. Can somebody send us photos of that?
I know. Tag me, you guys, on the Twitter. I know I saw clips of this.
Joleen, talking about Casey, have we noticed that her and Nani are together?
Nani was there. She took a picture with Rockstar. She was at the fight. So there are
a lot of them were. Yes. Nani is a lesbian?
Nani cups Casey's neck all the time. She is a neck cupper.
Nani?
Yes, Nani. The one that
with her life.
The one that Casey cheated with. Yes, now they're a couple. So obviously they were up to no good on the challenge, that one season of the challenge, Joleen.
Anyone tag that? Well, we knew that, Miranda.
Well, yeah, of course, but now it's just confirmed.
It's sad to watch. Nani, you are sad to watch.
Nani's munching now. She's munching.
She's getting munched for sure. For sure, she's getting munched.
You don't think that Casey's demanding some feedback too?
No. I think that Nani is getting pleased. Nani! I would say I'm shocked, but I've never really liked her. Her spirit says, I'll do what I need to do to stay on MTV.
Yeah. The older I get, the more I realize that she's always had that vibe. I recently rewatched her season and I was like, oh, Nani.
Yeah,
in the moment, I was like, oh, I love Nani, because I was just so stupid and young. But now I'm like, Nani.
Nani.
All right. Let me know in the chat. Where's the best place to go to see? Someone had little clips of this up, and I'm trying to find it.
All I know is I saw some clips, and there was nobody in the stands. Not a single.
Well, I wonder if that's due to COVID.
No, it's not. The thing was, because I was supposed to be there, but I said no. But people were.
Did Jess ask you to go with her? Can she start asking me to go to these things?
Yes, but I don't have enough money for several trips in August.
I would have left my family.
Oh, that's why he's side-eyeing.
You get what I'm saying, Miranda?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I don't have enough money for several trips.
I don't understand.
Poor Busy isn't being flown out. Okay, he's having to pull out of his own wallet for stuff. I get it.
Big Brother spoilers. Okay, here we go.
So Joleen, he prioritized you over this darn boxing match.
Sure did, and I had front row seats.
I feel so bad you did that because this.
Yeah, he couldn't go to the boxing match. He couldn't yell at Nani in person.
I would have said, "Ew, Nani's here,
ew." Okay, I'm such a grandma. Big Brother, what is it? Spoiler. Oh, on IG. I'm not on IG. Come on, tell grandma how to use this thing, guys. Tell grandma. I gotta pull up IGsers. All right, Instagram. All right. Well, Busy, that's really nice of you. And I'll give you.
I'll never do it again.
Hug. Well, I didn't think you should. I thought you should go to the boxing match. That sounds like.
Yeah, I prioritize my best friends, and this is what happens to me.
Oh, come on.
You look cute. You look cute with your bow or whatever on top of your head, though.
It's a bandana bow.
Whatever.
Okay, so I'm trying to find this. Okay, I think I found it. Okay. Oh, here's. Wait, did I?
What was that?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what they do in Minnesota?
Joleen, go to CNF on Twitter. You guys are like screaming at me, like, "Grandma, Auntie Joleen, figure it out." You're like Lucy.
Wait, so what are we looking for?
I don't know. A clip?
Gotta see people hit their knees. Okay.
Well, I'm sure Busy sees a lot of people on their knees.
Oh, okay. Is this Jeremy? Jeremy.
Wait, so Danielle
BB 15. What is he doing there, you guys? And he challenged, I believe. Remember this guy? Okay, let me see. Share. Okay.
Megan, can you tag me in there or send any of the information?
Okay, so this dude. Oh, I gotta make sure we can hear it.
Oh, but Megan, is Frenchie going to be there?
I'm sure.
What are you talking about?
Parts of Reality. Megan commented.
Well, he's going to be there. He said that he is getting, here's more tea. He said that he is getting a cabin with some alum, but he can't specify. Which alum want to stay in a cabin with that?
With crackhead Frenchie.
Next.
I shouldn't say that. That's mean. I'm sorry. He's not a crackhead. Is that?
Yes.
Is that the guy?
This is Jeremy from BB 15. He said he wants to take on CT. Good luck, sir. Here, let's rewind it. Listen.
Who did Jeremy fight?
I have no idea. But
he's so skinny.
I mean, this is ridiculous, you guys. Look at.
Is there anyone in the reality community that you'd like to fight next?
There's several. Like, I'd like to take on CT. I'd like to take on Logan Paul. I'd like to take on Mark Long. I'd like to take on John Party. I'd like to take on Fessy. I'd like to take on Adam.
Now, I would like to see him and Fessy beat each other up for sure.
Yeah, me too.
But Mark Long and CT will end you, sir. They will end you, BB 15.
Are those his eyebrows or was he punched in the face?
I think both.
And Mark Long said he accepts. So there's that.
Here's Jose's fight. Jose's just dirty fighting.
I didn't realize Jose was fighting.
Versus Hamza. He won.
Sure did.
Yeah, he won. I mean, you guys, this is crazy. Okay, this is Down Goes Josh. Oh, come on, slow-mo. We got slow-mo this one. Let's see if we can slow-mo this beast.
It's already in slow-mo for me.
Down goes Josh.
That was so nice.
And he wants to fight CT.
Getting into it. Fight coming in a little crisper strikes. Down goes Josh.
I mean, you have to laugh because I feel like Busy had a delayed reaction.
Oh my gosh. That's so delayed.
That was so Busy. I think you're behind on
I'm
our
sure,
live stream
man.
because that was so delayed. Yeah. Miranda's face. Miranda's like, what happened? Yeah. So Josh, after all the crap he talks on the challenge and pots and pans on Big Brother and how tough and big and tough he is, and tries to start fights like Miranda said with CT. This is Adam Pike. Now Adam he's nothing to poo-poo at because he's like this Canadian. Yeah, he's like a Canadian outdoor.
Do they say that in Canada? Canada?
Yeah, they do. They go don't
Alberta,
poo-poo.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, they say poo-poo?
Yeah, poo-poo.
Pour your maple syrup out for like this guy could fight, but Josh, you're a big boy, like a big dude. You do some of that weight, but you got to plant your feet, but you got to stay light on your feet. I just feel like Josh he was too busy being a super spreader throughout the Panacook and partying. But I mean, let's watch it again. It's embarrassing.
Here we go.
CT was probably like this guy.
It's sloppy. Get him, Pike.
He's going like this.
Down goes Josh.
Whoever the guy is whose video this is, down goes Josh. Oh,
it's hilarious.
So,
and there's Natalie.
Oh yeah, there's Natalie.
You the big win tonight?
I'm gonna make sure.
Oh, he snatched her microphone.
Is this John Party?
Will your hockey background get you the big win tonight?
I am going to make sure that motherfucker wishes he never even heard of the North. I'm going to make him wish he was home on Instagram, taking selfies with his shirt off, doing weird shit on OnlyFans. I'm here for that reason. And that is to make sure that man never steps in a boxing ring ever again. Fuck that god.
Well, tell us how you really feel.
I love how, look at Natalie's face. I love how they're treating this like the back in the day, or WWF, WWE type stuff. And I know we're all Americans here, but I had to be Team Canada because the Canadians were far more entertaining. They're just better personality.
What's the weird stuff on Instagram?
What?
I mean, what's the weird stuff on the OnlyFans that he was talking about? He'll wish that he was back at home doing weird stuff on the OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that was an insult.
Oh, my gosh. Speaking of OnlyFans, did we talk about the twins yet?
Oh, no. I can. Okay, so here's...
Oh, my God. I only got 1 minute. Wait. What's happening?
What do you have to do that's more important than talking about
than talking about twins OnlyFans?
Okay. Fessy with an easy win on John Party, hurt his shoulder. I don't see any Casey. Is this... Okay, so here's Rockstar getting lit up, allegedly.
Show here, another stop. And again,
I didn't think Maddie would beat her because Maddie's so little. But Rockstar's
well,
little too.
The smaller that they are, they're very stealthy.
And Rockstar's really little too. Maddie's little, but Maddie's also a lot younger. And that age is and if I was fighting this little lady, Adam versus Josh. Oh, this is a better view.
A little crisper strikes. And down went Martinez.
God.
He goes again. The referee.
God.
Getting into it.
God.
Fight coming in a little.
Why would you want to do this?
And down went Martinez. Down he goes again. The referee.
This dude is just a joke. He's a joke.
CT would have his ass.
Obviously, you notice how nobody has Casey's video out there? That's how
because it was probably boring.
This is actually Casey's fight just somewhere along here. Who was that?
Oh, someone just walked right past.
I feel like these Canadians are so much more entertaining.
Ready. Okay, I like that. If you win tonight and the challenge calls you, are
they're
you
just walking past
you? Go? Absolutely. That's my dream show. I'm an athlete, I'm competitive, and I hate to lose. I probably want to be one of the most badass women on that show and even give the guys a run for their money.
Oh, yeah.
So after I win and take home this belt, I'll be waiting for a call.
Get them, Fleur.
They're so intense.
So, Fleur, I'm telling you, these Canadians they get the challenge. They have better overall personalities coming out of this.
Jolene, I don't know why, but I think I had just had a realization and now I feel a little stupid. And I'm asking you because you're from Minnesota. Mm-hmm. The Minnesota is next to Canada?
Yeah, we're on the border.
Oh.
Canada.
That makes so much sense.
Canada, it goes Minnesota, Canada.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought Minnesota was like in the middle.
You thought it was in
up there.
It goes to New York, Canada, Vermont.
Yeah, us Californians, we just think everything is in the middle and everything is just the same. But hearing her talk, I was like, that sounds a lot like Joleen.
Yes. Oh my God. And the best, you guys, I have to say. Okay, so Brand said, y'all see Jose call out DF. Yes. So I haven't pulled it up yet, but he did call out Derek Frazier. Jose wants to fight Derek Frazier because Derek Frazier found out on Twitter that DF was saying mess about Jose on the feeds. You know how they all talk about former.
Yeah. And Derek F likes to talk a lot out.
Yes, and next to
number one.
Josh Martinez getting knocked up. You got knocked up. Was watching Baby Bangs get knocked the F out.
He fought too?
Nick, macaroni and cheese. I'm a new father. Kemi just called him out on Twitter for his ignorant comments about child support. And then he came back and it's like, go away, 41 followers. And he got worked. Okay, so here's macaroni and cheese Baby Bangs from BB 21. Was it 21? 20. 21. Okay.
Number one. They're also sanctioned by Boxing Canada. Big shout out to Boxing
Canada. That was a big one.
I saw that one on Twitter.
Down goes Nick taking
That's
big punch.
Dang, he really got one.
I could watch this to put myself to sleep. Oh, this is so nice.
And down he goes.
Here we go.
This
Down
is
he
just.
goes. Nick
Oh my
taking
God.
a big punch.
I mean, it didn't even look
They're
that
also
hard,
sanctioned by
but that's
Boxing
just.
Canada.
Oh,
Big
he hit him
shout out
right
to
in the
Boxing
bangs.
Canada. Oh, we got our first knockdown.
down.
Right in the bangs. Down goes baby bangs. Down goes baby. It was so. I bet Jessica Milagros, our beautiful friend, that must have been so fun for her to see that happen in real time.
I mean, I would have been excited. That's for Kenny.
This is for Kemi. This is for everybody. This is for you. You know, Nick Macaroni and Cheese was the original French dressing because he was a fake ally too. And then he said he was gonna, hit and spit on Kemi. Remember that? But he's a big ally and a therapist, and now he's gonna be someone's father. So I could just watch this on repeat when I'm feeling. I don't even need therapy anymore. This is what I'm gonna call Donna, my therapist, and be like, I got it. I figured out.
Sorry, Donna.
Just Cardella's her hero.
Well, I mean, serious. They say meditate. This is my meditation, just over and over it. Now, if Sam could have been punched out too.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that would have been perfect.
All the problematics.
Maybe Jackson and Jack. They could have also mainly everybody, almost everybody from Big Brother 21. If they could have just gotten a big one,
God, I could watch this all day. Paul Wright said Nick lasted as long as he did with Bella.
Oh, you went there. And I'll have you know, Jolene, that Mandy is from Florida, and she said that she doesn't know where Minnesota is either. So.
Okay, well, I'm so glad that we had a little education here. Busy, what are you off to do this evening? That's
there is a going away party for Taylor Bay's nephew. He's going off to college. It's the first one, so I got another Taminis, but he's going off to live life and go to school. And we bought him a MacBook and AirPods and everything for him to
Can you
start
be my
school
uncle
with.
also?
Cereal. I thought I was a good auntie. Dang. I almost
Busy's like, yeah, no.
I almost gave Lucy because when I got my new Mac computer, I got extra AirPods, but of course I put one through the wash that I had previously, and when I lost,
so you're like, these are mine.
But then I was like, she's 7; she doesn't need AirPods. You know what I mean?
Yeah, whatever they do, they're reason with yourself.
Jelly says Nicole Franzel versus Janelle. I mean, that just wouldn't be a fair fight.
Janelle would literally not, because she's too beautiful.
Janelle's boob would beat her up. Do you know what I mean? Like, that wouldn't be a fair.
I feel like Janelle has been in a few scraps before, so
she's a.
All right, I'm already lagging. I'm lagging too already, so I'm gonna head off. Okay. I love you, ladies.
Bye, Biz. Love you. Tuesday. See you Tuesday. Okay, I don't know if I got that, but yeah, I feel as though she's a Minnesota gal like me. I think she's from further up north than I am, because I'm from the Twin Cities, which is in the middle. Well, the east, but middle. Who cares? We don't know. We just realized it wasn't in the middle of the country. So there you go. But us Minnesota girls, we've been in a couple scraps before, so I guarantee Janelle has had a couple.
Yeah,
for sure. I follow all y'all and love it. Yay, Mandy! I just don't know why. I get why these people would do this fight, Miranda, because they want, clout and money and all that stuff. But it just seems.
I mean, I don't think I would do it.
No,
I'm too pretty. Like, I could never.
Oh my gosh!
Not saying that people who fight aren't pretty, but like.
Thank you for tagging me, guys.
I just don't. I'm past all that. Like, I'm above it. Maybe if I was 20 still.
Yeah, I'm at 41.
Joleen and I are like, I don't know.
And I've had a nose job, and I'm 41. It's just like I got a lot to lose.
Yeah, you're too pretty. We don't want to do that. It's just.
But they did have quite the face masks on.
Yeah, but Rockstar. I did see a picture of Rockstar after the fight, and she looked a little swollen. She looked a little puffy.
Let's pull up her.
But that's okay because she got punched in the face. That happens.
Oh, for sure. Me and Miranda love to do a little. I know we got to get going soon here, but I haven't talked to you guys in so long, so I'm just like, oh my god.
I know it's been forever.
Stay with me forever. So let's see.
And I'm the last one standing.
Of course, you and I do like 4-hour lives
because we just go on and on.
We do. So Sweet Rockstar was, look at how Rockstar just so in shape. This is oh, you're not seeing this.
No.
Okay, sorry. I'm on the wrong screen. Let me just, okay.
I'm like, oh yeah, she is so in shape. She looks just like Sarah. Because it was Sarah's picture up there.
But look at this. I mean, girl.
That's Rockstar? Wow.
Yes. So she's tiny.
And she does say, though, that she preferred her big brother body.
Oh, right. Because she had just given birth to a baby.
She was a little bit more curvy. So I actually haven't seen her body since she's been on Big Brother, and there's definitely a difference. She got in some serious shape, didn't she?
Oh my God. And I guess, she was always kind of had this similar, smaller frame, but oh man. I mean, that's hard. All these things are hard to do. So
yeah, I mean, I can't do that.
Yeah. I mean, she really worked. She got trained. She did, look, she's twerking here. Her trainer's beautiful. There she is. I mean, get it, girl. Get it. I would need like a hockey helmet in order to fight with a full face mask. So then she posted,
oh gosh,
Casey, she's like, I'm not the best at creating these, oh, what was that? Oh, Nani right away with the first comment.
Oh, of course.
So much love. We bet, Nanny. We bet.
Yeah, Nani is loving herself some Casey. And can you imagine how that probably makes Casey's ex-girlfriend feel? Like,
horrible. Casey's in her 30s. I was gonna say, oh, we're all assholes in our 20s, but she's in her 30s now. So
she's just an asshole,
There's Rockstar and Nani.
Yeah.
Wow. And was someone shaking during this picture? What happened? Like, or was it highly filtered? I don't know.
I think there might be a filter.
So there's Maddie, who Rockstar fought.
I just think some things don't need to be posted. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Like pictures of Casey.
Yeah, and if it does, like, whose Instagram is that?
It's Rockstar's.
Okay, so like, why is there a picture of just Casey?
Rockstar's kind in that she shows a lot of love for them, and I don't feel like they do the same back. Like, we'll look and see.
I mean, I'm curious, has Frenchie shown her the love that she showed him since he's been out?
I'm sure not. So there's her and Fessy and Casey after the fight.
Well, and I really like.
Can you imagine Strong Island Nicole doing it?
I really like that she just posts what she feels like, but you know how I feel about people's Instagram. Like.
Oh, you would hate what I did to my Instagram because I had it looked like I was just like the mother of two, it's like kid content.
But that's okay because I like you and I know you and I get wholesome, I don't need to see, if I wanted to see Casey, I would go to her Instagram. I don't want to see Casey, like just a picture of Casey, like a picture of Casey and Angela, sure. But just a picture of Casey, I don't care to see that. Not saying that to you, showing it to me, but like Angela posting it,
Oh, no, I totally understand what you're saying. Okay, let me see if we can pull up Casey, see if she posted any of her friends.
No, she keeps it to herself.
No, it's just her. It's just her. It's just her. Oh, Caleb. There's Caleb, BB16. I guess he fought too.
Oh, yeah. I did see that. He had like an American flag on his pants. And like I understand like being proud of the America, the United States, whatever. But like I just think the flag, like it's just so silly to wear.
Well, and also those are the same. I do a joke about those are the same people who are like, don't disrespect the flag, don't burn it, or whatever.
And they're wearing it like, and he put it right next to his balls.
Yeah, I do a whole joke about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's
you and I are on the same joke path.
We're both the same comedian. That's what I'm telling you. So yeah, so I doubt Fessy. Let's look at Fessy and see if Fessy Fitness. No love in the club for anyone but him. No, I would love to see CT fight Fessy though. CT, I know you're older than him, so it's a little bit of an unfair advantage, but.
And why are they slow-mo walking?
Because they're just so. And where's Rockstar in this? Why is it just the four of them? I
don't know. I think that they hate women.
Am I missing something?
Is that CT on the, or I mean, Casey on the far right? Oh, okay.
Casey, is this Fessy?
I think that's Fessy, and then he's little right there, so that's definitely Caleb right there in the middle.
Caleb, and then who's this? Is this Nick Macaroni and Cheese?
I don't know.
Oh, let's see. I guess they can see who tagged. Josh Martinez.
Of course, we couldn't recognize him because he's just irrelevant.
Oh, there's Josh about to get knocked out.
And you know what? I think Amber was at the fight. BB16 Amber.
I think she was.
I wonder if she enjoyed watching him get.
Well, she was like, "Hi, I'm a millionaire." So okay.
Yeah.
Now before we go, we didn't tell Busy about the Nolan twins.
I know.
Miranda,
apparently they're bumping uglies together.
Okay, but
for $100.
Okay, but okay. So the Nolan twins from BB17, they're OnlyFans. I saw when I was traveling Twitter going, "No, don't. Why are you doing this?"
Yeah.
Is it just? I haven't seen it. I don't want to. Did you see it?
No, but I know people who have. And so, okay, so with OnlyFans.
So this will pull up allegedly. We got to pull up the allegedly banner because this is all from Twitter. We don't know. We do know that the Nolan twins have an OnlyFans together.
If you go to their Instagram, there is pictures that are a little too suggestive for sisters. Okay.
So ridiculous.
Like way too suggestive, like in bikinis and all of that on their Instagram. So that alone is odd. And then you sign up for their OnlyFans, and apparently they have like videos of them like their, breastises together, like rubbing the nips, And then I guess someone posted a screenshot of a post that they made and it was like, for $100, you can see us do all sorts of things. And they listed all the things. And one of the things was liquid cream off of their Regina.
What? No.
Yeah. Yeah. For $100. Yeah.
Wait. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So for $100, you can see them do plenty of things. And one of those things is licking whipped cream off of each other's Reginas.
With swimsuits on? Not that that's any better. With a plate on their Virginia?
I don't know the details, and I don't even know if they actually did it. I don't know anybody who paid the $100. But yeah, listen, so I do know somebody who saw a video of them rubbing each other's breasts. And that alone, so first we're talking these suggestive pictures on Instagram.
Which fine, the photography, whatever.
Yeah, but like in lingerie, that's a little much because you're being suggestive there. And then there's video of them rubbing each other's breasts. You've already gone too far at that point. And now you're... Hi, Chell. Oi, Chell.
Chell said, I'd pay $100 for them to get and hold a job.
Well, why don't you just pay me the $100?
But here is what... I just saw one of them. I don't know which one because I can sometimes tell them apart, but I couldn't on this. That one of them was just on Why Women Kill on Paramount Plus, the show. They were like an extra.
Oh, really?
Kind of. Yeah, I think they might have had a line or two. But so I'm like, oh, they're acting. And then I hear, oh no, they're licking.
Yeah, they're getting a little too close for comfort, allegedly.
Also, not supposed to put high fruit. Thank you. The vagina. You got to keep the pH balance. If you let your pH game slide, good luck.
Well, there's a lot of things people put up there, and a lot of those things I personally would not put up there because I would be afraid of getting like shards and stuff, like up there.
Shard? Like a glass?
Yeah, like people will put like cucumber up there. And I'm like, okay, what if the cucumber accidentally like peels a little while it's up in there? And then you're stuck with shards of cucumber up your coochie. And this might just be me overthinking things, like my anxiety overthinking things, which is totally okay.
Crystals. When I was doing jokes on Wednesday,
I've actually seen that. Yeah,
LA women putting crystals in their Virginias. So this is their, the OnlyFans. I don't agree with those. Someone said Evil Dick posted. I don't agree with people taking people's OnlyFans stuff and reposting it because it's like taking someone's content,
So he didn't post the actual pictures or videos. He posted like an actual, like a tweet, like a typed tweet, sorry, where he was talking about it. And then in the comments, somebody posted a link to a website where someone else had posted a picture or a video of them like doing this naked together. Yeah. So someone else, like, yeah, I kind of went down that rabbit hole without seeing anything.
I struggle because I want, like, make your money, ladies, like, sex positive, do your thing, but I struggle with the siblings aspect.
Yeah, so I agree. When you're actual, like, I think that there's a difference between being turned on with, like, a porno and it being fake, and that you know that they're actors, it's just a little fantasy, whatever. That's still a little strange to me, but I can get past that. But if you're actual siblings, you came out of the same womb, especially at the same time, you know, that's a little odd.
Yeah.
And I mean, very white people, you know, it's very white people. Caucasian, Alabama, Arkansas, you know, like. I feel like if Busy were here, he'd be like, well, they're white.
I know. It would be like, sounds about white. Chell says that's their pitch. It's together or we don't know who they are.
Well, that's really all they have. Like, what more do they have other than being twins? That's their whole personality.
I know. Oh, God. Regal says extremely Caucasian. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know any other person of any, you know, social group or whatever that has that stereotype.
You always hear that about white people.
Yeah.
Chris Rock used to do a joke being like, you know, white people are messed up too. And he said they're in, you know, let's say, I don't remember the state, but in Alabama, effing they sister, eating mayonnaise sandwiches. And that was years ago he did that bit. So that's a stereotype.
So it's been known, you know.
It's been known
that there's some weirdos. As if we weren't already weird and had a weird history enough, you know, we got to add incest to it.
It's just like so gross. I want.
I mean, you all were thinking it in the comments. Come on now.
Yeah, you were. I want to be open-minded, but I'm really struggling.
But how? No, let's draw a line, okay? We don't like to kink shame, but we do.
Yeah, it's
shame
illegal
when it's illegal.
Right? Isn't it illegal everywhere to? Okay. Like any family.
I mean, maybe not in Alabama. I don't know Alabama like
even
that.
Twins. Any family.
I'm not sure about Alabama. I do hear that they have that, like, a serious stereotype there, so it might not be illegal over there. But like
Regal said they're half Asian, I think. I didn't know that.
They are? Really?
I don't know. Yeah, we can't support incest on this channel.
Oh, no.
We don't support.
And that's what I'm saying is, like, there's no kink shaming here. There's no trying to be supportive of people's preferences. No, there is a line to be drawn with certain things. And once you hit incest, and right behind that, like, incest is where the line starts. That's disgusting. I'm shaming you. Right after that is the worst of the worst, which is with children, you know, like, that's all the way in the line, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I shame people for that kind of stuff.
Oh, for sure. Oh, yes. Yes.
You're getting shamed.
I think the Chris Rock joke was actually like sitting in maybe Alabama, listening to John Cougar Mellencamp, eating mayonnaise sandwiches, effing their sister. So I think that, sorry, Chris Rock, for butchering your joke. But yeah, it might not, it's probably not Alabama, but it's somewhere, Missouri, something he said. I don't remember.
Some middle state, you know.
Like Minnesota, somewhere in the middle, like Minnesota.
Hey, I wasn't the only one. Mandy thought it was too. She's from Florida, okay?
I still struggle with where's Delaware and why does it exist? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know about Delaware because Kale from Teen Mom 2 lives in Delaware.
So you have to relate a TV show person to the state, or else you're like, what? Like Minnesota. Even though Janelle's from there, I would have never.
Oh yes.
I would have never. You know, put them together. But now that I know you.
And McCrae's from.
Oh yeah, McCrae. Yeah, but I would. They're Big Brother. You know, Big Brother. They don't talk about Minnesota. Yeah. But Joleen, she is Minnesota. Well, when I think of Minnesota now, I go, oh, I need to ask Joleen. She is the all-knowing Minnesotan.
Serious. Well, I think Joe Biden might be from Delaware too, right? I don't know. I only
is that
know
why he's so boring?
Kale
like, when he talks, he does not ignite anything in me when he talks.
Natalie says, I'd like to see Polly get knocked out. Me too. And I feel
yes.
Polly with the Calafiore might do. I don't know if Cody would do
Oh
it
my
right
God.
now.
Could we get a cauliflower brother Like I could watch siblings fight.
Only
No, let's watch them fight. I won't shame them for that.
McCray is the dude with Amanda. Yeah, I had such high hopes for McCray because someone on the live, I don't remember who I was talking to, that I was talking about Minnesota, and maybe it was someone just one of the subs saying, "Oh, Joleen, McCray's from Minnesota." I'm like, I know, but I had such high hopes for him.
Did you see him talking negatively about the app that shall not be named?
What did he say?
I don't remember. I don't know why I
Where was he saying
on Twitter. On Twitter.
I gotta look it up. Oh my god. Everyone is just hating on this damn app.
And I actually responded and I was like, yeah, I totally know how you feel. And he liked it. But like he was saying something about like how they like embezzle money or something. I don't remember. Do we have allegedly up? Okay, yeah, we still have allegedly up.
That's an allegation because you can get.
I don't think it was embezzling. I'm just throwing that out there. I think it was like he was saying someone uses money for something.
I think I follow him. What is his handle on Twitter? I gotta find this out now. McCray Pizza Boy. You guys, what's his handle on Twitter? Was it on Twitch? He was saying it.
No, it was on Twitter. He might have deleted it, but
all I can find is Allie McCray, who is a digital producer. Okay.
Oh, his Chum Bucket, I think.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Chum.
McCray Chum. McCray
it's like Chum because okay. Wait. Okay.
Oh, what are you doing, Jolie? What is that?
I have a hard time getting used to my Chum.
Is it 2 C's? Where are you going with this?
I don't know.
I think it might be 1 C.
McCray Chum. Okay, you guys, what is it? Chum Bucket. This is after hour 2.
Chum Bucket.
Oh, what is it? How do you spell it? Nick Olson? Wait, no. Okay, these are just fan accounts, I think.
He has fan accounts? I don't want. Okay, go to my Twitter, and then look at who I follow.
Somebody help me. Oh my god.
Go to the search of the magnifying glass.
Top of it.
No, now you're about to tweet McCray Chum.
There's Derek X's punishment. Oh my god, what if I tweeted McCray Chum? I only follow like some people, so I could probably go to who I'm following. Oh, that's kind of a lot.
Oh, you can't search? I thought you could search.
I thought you could too.
Go all the way up.
You guys can see all the people I'm following. Most good people, I think.
Did I just see Jackson Mickey? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, right. I was like, what? My secret obsession. Let's see. Some people I don't. Trisha Paytas, that's problematic. But I wanted to see what happened when frenemies broke up. Sorry, guys.
Buffy so they're saying McCray, McCrae, Chum.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. You guys follow me on Twitter. Mick
McCrae CHUM.
Oh, there he is. I think do I follow him?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. We used to follow each other, I think, on my old account. Or did I unfollow him? I don't remember. Sorry.
Whatever.
Okay. How long ago was this?
I don't know.
Dude,
maybe
why is
like
he getting 7 likes. He has 65,000 followers. I don't understand this.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember what he said. I wish I could. I probably screenshotted it, but then I take so many screenshots that I don't.
We're breaking down McCrae's Twitter. Okay. He just booked a huge gig now to figure out if I'm gonna get a vehicle. I wonder what the gig is. I wonder if he's gonna fight. Who's he gonna fight in the next thing? Can I just search like TV Co?
Jolene, it's the app that shall not be named.
Oh, sorry. I mean,
it's the Lord Voldemort of apps.
Tavo, Coco. Well, what is how? Do you remember how many days approximately? Forever.
I didn't realize he tweeted like that.
He does. He tweets like that, and
I tweet way too much to be looking at my replies. So,
okay. I don't tweet
let me see
as much.
I have so many screenshots though that like I can't even. Why do I have this many screenshots?
Someone tag me in it. Oh, Nancy Pelosi and Joe Biden. Okay.
I don't know. I can't find it on my screenshots, but
Is this
it's
gonna
okay.
be worth it?
I don't think so. It's okay. It's okay.
But now I'm invested. Now I have to. So we're going back to July 28th.
I guess I forgot to tell you.
He's mad at some people are still hating Jackson. A lot of you are still talking about him for some reason. Yeah, because we don't like him. And so when stuff comes up that reminds us of the things we don't like, what happens is people get revisionist history if you don't bring it up, or people, you know, mostly the revisionist history, you know, then all of a sudden he's not that bad. So we have to keep reminding people he was that bad. I don't get why these contrarians, I feel like McRae's kind of a contrarian where he's just going to take the other side of things just to be like, I'm different, you know, which is fine, but like, don't cape for jerks in, bro. People, okay, put your hands up. Someone tell me. Type the app search and McRae Twitter search.
Yeah, I don't think he actually named.
I
feel
feel
like though, but it like no, when you see if you see the tweet, it's obvious who he's talking about.
Miranda, get it for me.
And you know what? He might have just deleted it.
Do you think?
Because it was kind it was one of those where he was like, oh, he really went there. I'm surprised that you didn't see it.
Well, I don't follow him.
Well, yeah, I guess
back
not.
in the day.
Yeah.
So I think something happened. Either it was when I changed accounts, I got rid of my comedy account, and I started over, or because I just wanted to do Big Brother. I didn't want to do comedy stuff, but then now I'm kind of mixing again. Or he said something and I was like, that's enough. You know, because sometimes I get like, that's enough. I can't anymore.
Yeah.
With some of these people, because I do want to support him, because not support him, but like, I don't know.
Just forget it. He kind of dogged on them, and I was like, oh, you went there.
McRae, Chum, and then TV Co. Oh, 2019.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right. Well, if someone could tag me. So he just basically said,
yeah, you know, I think he was talking about how maybe CBS, like, instead of putting money towards something, they put it towards TV Co. Because, like, it's like he's an. I don't
What?
I shouldn't have even brought it up because I forgot what it was.
Now I'm so interested. So now I'm going to go to your page. So, are you Honestly or Miranda? Yeah, you are Honestly, Honecker. Okay. Oh my God, I don't follow you. Just kidding. Okay. So your likes. So you would have liked it.
I think it was a long time ago. Honestly, I think it was like
you like a lot of
and
stuff.
I like a lot of shit. I like a lot. Like just so we're clear, a lot. So I already scrolled a shitload, and it's only a day ago.
You didn't see it. Okay. All right, guys. I want the
tea.
If
I were to find it, I'll
so
try to
he said it was something with the app that shall not be named. We're just on look under the latest tab. Guys. Latest of Miranda's.
And he liked mine. So let me see if in his likes I can find it.
Yeah, can you see your two interactions? Tweets and replies? Maybe? Because you don't reply to everybody, right? Or do you?
I'm just scrolling his likes and seeing if I can find my face.
Oh, okay. You tweeted, I'm dead ass negative. That's what.
What?
Let's go through Miranda's tweets.
Oh, negative in points on my draft.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You like a lot of shit too.
You like a lot of stuff.
Oh my God, don't look at my porn. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, oh my God. It's crazy to me that there's literal couples sitting. Thank you, Miranda. Great points, by the way. Yay, my draft team finally has a point.
I honestly just respond to myself.
Oh, I love it. You haven't been watching a lot of Gilmore Girls things. Oh, yeah. Are you enjoying it?
No, I got so bored, but someone told me that it's like good fall TV, so
Do you realize now we're going to get probably a Britney veto rap?
Oh.
Beat go Britney. I'm on the block. I'm taking myself
Britney spoken word. I would love that. Jeez, this was a lot further. It feels like it was just yesterday.
Here's French dressing's stupid rant. Can you hear it?
No.
Can you hear it?
No.
Can you hear this?
Yes. No, I can't hear him though.
Can you hear him or no?
No.
Okay, let me just do this. So you keep looking for that, and then we're gonna share this one because we were talking about this earlier. Because this is gonna be the 3-hour live. The 3-hour live.
My family's probably like, "Is she okay?"
Mommy needs her shit talking time.
Yeah.
Mommy needs her shit
Deal
talking
with it.
time. Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna pick this one. Oh my god, what one am I picking? Is this, and people were asking, is this directed toward Janelle? Because apparently people were saying Janelle might have made a comment about Derek F. I don't know if that's true. But then we got French dressing. I'm such a badass. Look at me in the car seat behind him. It's just like, bro, you can't be hard ass calling people out to the octagon when you got the baby protective gear behind you. Okay, so here we go. Here we go, Randy.
One thing you don't do is talk about somebody's weight like that. You got an issue? Huh?
But didn't he talk about Whitney's weight? Didn't he say, "Oh, I told Whitney,
Whitney
that I like women I can pick up and throw, and I can't throw her."
He did. You're right.
He's such a hypocrite. This go away, French dressing.
Any single one, get it. Let's trade that boxing ring in for an octagon.
Dude, you're 70 pounds soaking wet. What are you gonna get except for your face to the floor? He could beat nobody in a boxing fight, right? Am I wrong?
Right.
I mean, come now.
And let's see if you're as tough as you really think you are, you sons of bitches.
Sons of dadgummit. Sons of yes. Let Janelle fight him in the ring. Literally, again, one of her boobs, her hair extensions will beat the crap out of this dude. This dude is so toxic and so in denial and delusional. He was on remember that guy?
I couldn't find it.
Remember that guy that covered Big Brother, but he always like took the stance of like, oh, I hate Swaggy and I hate Bailey, and he got into it with Swaggy and Bailey.
No.
He's a Big Brother blogger.
Big Brother boy?
No, I don't want to say his name because he already is anti Joleen and Busy when we used to like be supportive of him. But he did an interview with him.
With Frenchie?
Yeah.
Oh.
You don't remember? I guess I'll highlight the name because go support the channel if you want to see it. Metro
Maybe
D. Remember Metro D?
No.
Okay. His name's Shay. I think is he goes by Shay or Metro D. Anyways, him and Busy and I used to be real cool. I don't know. One day he just decided, I don't like them. They're stupid. And then he just decided to do a stream in a motel with a lady in the back, I think, about how we're horrible. But I forget what we did, I helped them, they didn't help me. And I was like, I don't remember that. But
don't talk about him then, because he's probably just going to go on a rant.
Which is fine. If it gives you content and money, like make your money, bro. But he went, I think they were in person interviewing because it popped up in my, what's it called?
Your
like,
recommended.
Recommendation. Yes. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. And it was like, but the screen was this little, and then it was all the comments. So it was hard to really, I'll be honest, I didn't watch the whole thing because I was like, I don't really want to see French dressing. But
well, did anyone in the comments watched it, and did French dressing say anything funny?
I think he's just I think there was just a lot of Dr. Pepper in denial. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Frederica, welcome to the Leen Team. Woo woo. Okay. Okay, so Dahlia found the tweets. You guys are the best.
Oh my gosh. How? I scrolled how long ago was it?
Dahlia, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Dahlia.
They're like, okay, old timer. Jelly Donut's like,
oh my gosh, multiple people found it, and Joleen and I couldn't. We're terrible.
Jay Boogie said he went to his house. It was a good interview. Okay, so go support. I don't care if I don't know why Metro D doesn't like me anymore. I don't have any problem with him. So go support Metro D and watch the interview. Give him some, love. Like, that's all I can think is like, just love. I don't know. I don't remember why he doesn't like us. I'm trying to remember.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember.
It was just one day it happened that he was like, I hate them. Or I don't like them. And I was like, well, okay. So anyways, but I think we were cool. I don't remember anything happening. I've never met the guy, but I did his Twitch and I let him play my comedy and he raised money and kept money. And I was like, that's fine. I didn't take any money or nothing. So I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah. But Jay Boogie said it was a good interview. So go
check it out.
Watch it then. I didn't watch the rest of it. Okay. So let me see you guys tagging me. Thank you so much. So we can see what McCrae said. Okay.
Totally did. I both try to find it.
It only got 6 likes, Miranda. You're acting like this is like the biggest.
Oh no, I was all. It only caught my eye because we know what we're talking about. But it seems like 6 likes is on brand for that.
It is on brand. So. I love you so much. This is so funny. Okay, here we go. Okay, so
so he did say the name. Okay,
this is from July 6th, so this was right after the Independence.
Oh, that was way long ago. Huh?
He felt really independent. He was like INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means, McCrae? Okay, so he said just had to double check to see if the app that should not be named is still dead. Wonder what new schemes a Redstone is cooking up to separate reality TV show watchers from their money. Alid.
Oh, in parody. Oh, I didn't even see that.
Is that how you spell
allegedly? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Joleen, you have it spelled down there.
Oh yeah, that's not how you spell it. Is it? No.
Are you saying you spelled it wrong? Because you both spelled it the same.
Did we?
Yeah, Joleen, look, it's scrolling on by very slowly.
No, he added a D. Where there's not supposed to be a D. He added 2 D's. I got 1 D.
I see.
He's got 2 D's. I got 1. Okay, so in a separate reality TV show to separate reality TV show watchers from their money in parody, allegedly. What? Actually, no. There's a thread. Oh my God, you guys. Okay,
Joleen, you just cracked me up.
Oh, this is getting deep. We're going deep. We are going. What is it called when you're like?
Balls deep.
Well,
okay. That's not what you were going for?
Not the dark web. What is it when you're like on
the deep web? Yeah.
The deep web. We're deep. Yeah. Okay. Actually, now that I look at some tables and do some math, not math, the owner of the app basically got an inheritance of easily over $2 million in CBS stock and was probably like buck dealing with some piddlywinks bullshit. And
do they say that in Minnesota? Piddlywinks?
Yeah, I've heard piddlywinks
before. That's a thing? Oh.
Yeah, with some piddlywinks bullshit. And we say all the time. Like, excuse me. Didn't see you there. Okay. I said,
I need Joleen to educate me on Minnesotan culture.
Deep dive into the deep web. I've been thinking about making my TikTok just strictly like Minnesotan stuff because my friend Alex did that and he blew up on
You
TikTok.
should. It'd be funny. Didn't you do that on your YouTube?
Yes. Like in 2012 and it went viral. And I did Shit Minnesota Girls saying that I did a second version of it. So I feel like I'm going backwards, but whatever. I only have 200 people following me on TikTok.
I mean, same. I'm the same. So
you do great stuff though.
No.
Okay. So, here we go. Oh, holy shit. This number is so far off. This is if the owner of the app that shall not be named got 2% of the shares, it's more likely to be 11% or so, which means he owns. I met that guy at the office. I met that guy, and I didn't know who he was. This is when so I went and I took a meeting. I went to say hi. To say hi. I'm not special, and they were at like a WeWork, and it was in the Chrysler Building in New York.
Okay,
and I brought them. I was staying in Chinatown. And I brought them some delicious dessert treaty things. I don't remember what it was, but I brought them some treats. I was like, oh, come say hi. They're like, yeah, say hi. And I came in and that guy was in there. And then the lady we always dealt with was in there.
Uh-huh.
And then one other person. So that guy came in a little bit later and I didn't know who he was. And that's when Chell was like, oh my God, Joleen. I said, I said, are you guys owned by CBS or what? Like, where do you get your money?
Yeah, you guys, she straight up asked them, where do you guys get your money from? Like, how do you pay us?
I was so curious. And that's when they were like, you should work with Cocktail. Oh my God, it'd be so great. And I was just like, no. And then that was also when I was like, oh, this looks familiar. I went in one of their WeWork offices and they put a couch and the same wallpaper I had. They like, oh yeah, you inspired us. And they created a corner that they were going to record in that looked like the corner I was recording in my old apartment.
Yeah.
That Mike Boogie. Miranda, we haven't even talked about.
Oh my gosh.
That allegedly Mike Boogie is harassing me and Miranda on the interwebs. And then allegedly, because it's someone that we think is an account of his, we don't know for sure, and put out my address.
Yeah.
And I posted it on Twitter and it was, my ADD is going all over the place, but
he
put 7730, like he put my street address and then my apartment number in the next comment and then my zip code or
and she does not live there anymore, you guys. So
thankfully, but technically that's still listed as my address. So he's trying to dox me. And then he goes, you want to play, little girl?
Yeah.
So
and this was after, and this was the same time that he told me that he hopes my back breaks. Like that wasn't very nice.
He's been, he was out there. So now I was going to give an update. I am, there's a detective that's on his case. So
good. Sarah and I were like, Joleen, involve the police.
Well, my brother said that too. Once my address and once there was a threat and this is a guy with a known, been convicted and, things like that. Allegedly. I'll just say allegedly. Then everyone was like, I was getting hit up in the DMs too. Like, you better report it. So the LAPD is well aware and I'm doing my due diligence to make sure that this man doesn't murder me. But if I ever go murdered, I'm going to make a list of men on the internet who dislike me. And I told Sarah and Miranda, I'm going to give it to them and then to my husband and question them first. Okay.
Yeah. Because there's abnormally a large amount of men that don't like Joleen for some reason.
There is, because we have cocked.
Yeah. And they don't keep that energy with me. I don't know why, because I talk just as much. Well, maybe not just as much because you and Busy kind of go live a lot and you guys talk about everything. Look at me just agreeing. I didn't even know what the hell he was talking about. I was like, yeah, there's numbers and TV co. And we're spilling tea. So, yep, I agree. But, yeah, so Joleen has, like, for some reason, all these enemies. And I don't understand why.
Problematic men hate me. My whole life, they've hated me. Good guys love me. Like, nice guys, they love me. Problematic dudes always, they just want to, oh God. And
this situation was the first time that anyone's ever commented like that, like coming for me on my channel. Nobody else has ever, like, it's like they pay me no mind, which is fine because then I can just talk shit in my corner and, log off. But this was the first time that anyone's ever actually come for me. And so I was like, whoa, what are you doing here in my corner?
It was weird. Yeah. Like, for me, this is not the first time. But this is the first time someone has made a threat putting what they believe to be my current address down.
Yeah. Like being straight up doxxed is not all right.
And with a known history of, like, Dr. Will got a 10-year restraining order granted against this man. This man has
he's an actual crazy person happening. Yeah.
And so we were just reporting on and giving commentary on what's already in the news.
Yeah.
But he wanted to whatever. So
anyways, literally what was in the news that we were talking about in our own separate videos.
Make up anything.
No.
You might not have liked it, but then
I might have called him a psycho.
Well, but why don't you go dox TMZ? Why don't you go dox Us Weekly? Why don't you go dox Newsweek? It was in Newsweek. Like, it was in all kinds of publications, but he wants to combat women.
Whoever it was, whether it was Boogie or not, is going to get in trouble for doxing Joleen. And a big F you for telling me to break my back.
Be afraid, though, because, like, I couldn't believe a real detective started talking to me. I was like, oh, my God, like, that's crazy. So when you do these kind of cyber...
He has a history, yeah.
And the cyber crimes unit, like that's a real, I used to think like, well, okay, sure. No,
you guys, in the text messages, Joleen was like, who's going to really take my situation seriously on the internet? And I was like, Joleen, there is a whole cyber unit now. And I only know this because Danny Victor from the Victor twins is constantly in some drama, and she's constantly like suing people, and she's like the biggest Karen ever.
Those people, so I'm always like, okay, but this one was a little like, oh shit, because like Regal's saying the accuracy of the doxing, it wasn't just my address, it was my apartment number, it was everything where I lived at for 7 years, and the only reason I don't live there now is because of the Panakuchen.
So if the pandemic didn't happen, she would have still been living there, and he would have created quite a big problem, you know.
And it was like, you want to play, little girl? Like,
like he's threatening her, like he can get her current address. That's what it vibed to me. Is he was like threatening you, like, look, I can get your old address. You want to play? Because I can get your new address too.
Well, now you can get the LAPD's address and the detective. So because I know all of them. I know the former detective that worked on your case. I know the current detective's name that's on your case. I know all the names.
And on top of that, like, we are spiritually and divinely protected because Joleen is a friend of mine. So I naturally have my friends being divinely protected. And if he told me to break my back and doxed Joleen, then he's going to get it back tenfold, way worse.
Doxed and threatened. Okay, so it looks like to wrap up the TV co thing. Or the app that shall not be named. Like, I never went this hard for them. I just was like, oh, it sucks that you guys believed Cocked Hat, and then you had to part ways with him, and then him and Nicole broke up, and what a mess for you guys that you stand him so hard to find out he was the problem, just like we were telling you. Allegedly. Okay. So so then,
which is so funny that he unblocked me and then I went.
What a weirdo. They would constantly talk about how much money they had and then tried to make me take a 60% cut. Oh yeah, they cut my hours and pay too, allegedly.
Yeah, they cut mine too. Yeah.
Know how much your time is worth because people try to take advantage of if they can. And Miranda says, yep. The crazy part is, I believe, I'm not outing anybody here, but I believe that these people were, I think this was in their bio, that they were lawyers or met in law school, the two individuals that ran that app. So.
I don't know. I honestly didn't do much research on them. I kind of just was like, okay, I'll do it if you pay me. Like,
that's what. And then we learned a valuable lesson is like, know your worth for sure, and always ask.
You guys, I was getting paid the least out of everybody, and I was putting in so much time on that damn app, and like,
and all they did was go, Miranda, you're not doing a good enough job.
I was on that damn app all the fucking time because I was like, okay, I need to make money.
Interactive, but we can't all be Clifford Hogs about it.
It's whatever because we're thriving and we're gonna get all the abundance ever. We don't need them.
This Big Brother journey has been so weird for us, Miranda. I mean, I would have never thought, being a super fan, that down the line, years later of watching these BB6, BB7, BB14, real time, that one day Mike Boogie allegedly again, because cyber crimes working on it, would threaten me and dox me. Like, what a world. Go for your dreams, kids. Dreams come true. No, that was not very fun.
Like, why can't Janelle dox me? You know? Why can't like, if Janelle told me to break my back, I'd be like, yes, ma'am.
Or Davon, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, sure, yes, mommy, I will. You know, like,
so crazy. It's so crazy. Yes, just go back a couple minutes and I did a whole video about it too. One of the former BB people allegedly. It's just so crazy, Miranda. All this stuff, and then with the app that cannot be named, and then with, you know, who would have thought, like, then Nicole Anthony's co-host would become one of our arch nemesis, you know? Wow.
Yeah, you know? It's been a wild ride the last, like, 2 years. But, you know, we've gotten some great friendships out of it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. And you know what I was thinking? It's been 2 years since you and I meshed.
Did our first collab?
Yeah. In August 2019, yes.
Where you got
doxed
to me. Yeah. Oh my God, what if you would have been there with me? He killed both of us. Like, I know we're doing jokes and comedy about this right now because that's what I do when things are scary. But
it's very true. If it wasn't for 2020, you would still be living there. And I mean, now I live here, but like I could be visiting you. Wow. Yeah. And then, yeah, who's to say I wouldn't have Amelia with me, you know?
Well, yeah. I mean, this shit's scary.
Or Lucy.
You had your sister with you.
Yeah, my sister Savannah, and she's an angel. And if anything happens to Tilly,
this is the crazy thing, Miranda, is that also with me and Busy, the stuff we covered the YouTube drama, and some of these people, oh my goodness,
yeah,
well,
you get it real hard from these people.
It's like this is Hollywood movie cuckoo bananas,
like
crazy.
Lifetime.
You wouldn't believe it unless you were in it.
And I've been telling, just so you guys know, I have told Joleen that maybe it's smarter to just not do it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But she enjoys it, and so I got to support her. But Joleen, sometimes I wonder if it's worth it.
I like picking the ridiculous and making light of it and fun and impressions and all that fun stuff. I love that.
But when it starts getting a little serious on the other people's end and they start taking it too far, is it still fun and lighthearted?
But here's my thing. I don't know if it's the Aquarius in me or what, my moon or sun or stars, but I then feel like you can't bully me out of making content just because you want to be a trash person and I want to see the hypocrisy of it and the ridiculousness of it and make light of it and make it funny. You don't get to tell me what I can and can't do. That's like the stand-up in me. That's maybe it's an Aquarius thing where I'm like, no, you don't tell me I can't. If people are enjoying it.
And you have don't you have a Scorpio moon? So it all adds up. But and Ozza has a Scorpio moon as well. That's funny. Because she doesn't like Tiffany telling her what to do either.
I can relate. I like Ozza. I don't care.
I like Ozza too.
I'm like, I like her. I wish she'd listened to DF. If she wasn't in the Joker, she'd be different. She's also she is emotional. She's sensitive and she doesn't want to, even though this is Big Brother, she really doesn't want to be really deceptive. She just doesn't really
well, because she's a Sagittarius, they're a little too honest for that. She
basically offered almost to be a pawn for DX. She's like, I feel so bad. And I'm just like, no, Ozzy,
yeah,
no.
And then with Derek F, she was like, he better not put me up. If he puts me up, then I'm going to be pissed. I know. But weren't you just volunteering?
Well, yeah. Angela, welcome to the Leen Team. Angela is wonderful and hilarious. And Angela is on Shannon Van's channel a lot. And now probably Make It Make Sense as his channel grows.
I think I might have seen her on my channel too recently.
Yes. And she had this hilarious segment with Shan and Make It Make Sense. I think Make It Make Sense put it up on his channel. So sub to Make It Make Sense. And it was so funny. It was just so great. How's my writing going? My writing's going really well. So we have a script that we're me and my writing partner we're pitching. You call it pitching. You pitch it. And we got our first no. So that was exciting.
I love
but
no's.
It was a nice no because it was like, oh, this is really good. It's funny. We love the character development, blah, blah, blah. It's just not something we're not looking for. Yes, right now. So it was so nice because LA can be so mean. And then a script I wrote with a different friend of mine it was a quarterfinalist at the Nashville Film Festival. And they are going to be, we're talking to them this week because they really liked it. And we don't know. So it's
that's exciting.
Well. It's going well. Hopefully, that stuff will work out. Noah said, who's on the, Noah, you must have just got here. Brittany and Sarah Beth. Brittany won the power veto. She's going to use it on herself. And it looks as though Christian's going to get the back door action.
Yeah.
So, 7 more likes to hit 300. Woo! I do too, Sammy. I want to see Ozza HOH. Don't you, Miranda?
Yeah, I've been saying that. Well, first off, she's on my draft team, so I need the points. Second off, I'd be really interested to see what she does.
Right? It would be very interesting. It's the blue couch, the big blue couch. She and Hannah killed it. And then did Brittany and Sarah Beth, they went a different way about their did you see their blue couch competition on the feed?
No.
Where they basically did an American Idol and they did a song about the big blue couch. And the judges were Alyssa, Derek F, and Xavier, I believe. And in the end, Ozza and Hannah won. They deserved it. And they were harmonizing together. It was real. This cast is all so talented. They sing, they dance, they're smart, they're educated, they're funny. They're all the good stuff that we want to watch on the feeds. I would far rather watch. I liked last year in BB22 when they played the game, the movie game, and Davon was killing it at the game. Remember that?
I don't.
Oh, see, I like that kind of stuff.
Well, and that's not to say anything because once the season's over, I like wipe my mind clean.
Yeah, I like. I do too with some stuff, but I like this kind of stuff, and maybe it's because I was such a big fan of BB UK, and they would do a lot of these kind of things even for competitions or Celebrity BB UK.
I think I remember now. She had a script and like a costume.
That was something else. This is when they were playing like Guess the Movie, and Davon I think was able, or she either guessed it or was able to get her team to guess the winning thing, and I felt like Davon won in that moment because she's such a talented actress and she's so smart. So yeah, thanks for the 300 likes, guys. Yeah, so I don't mind when they play little games. They did improv. Did you see them do improv? It was so funny.
I've seen them do a few things, but I can't say that it's stuck in my mind.
Yeah, Tiffany, she did great. Tiffany also was in the big blue couch.
Sorry,
you okay there, buddy?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
It's the Delta Burp. It's the Delta Burp. The cast has that sort of synergy that's very family-like without having the group think. Exactly. And I think this week we're going to see people, there's no go with the house. We don't, there's people will benefit from different scenarios, if you will. Scenario. So yeah, we should probably wrap it up because we just are about to hit the 3 hour, and I said we're gonna do 3 hours. So you guys are all fantastic. Make sure you sub to Maranda. Honestly, Honecker.
Yeah, I just posted a new video today. I took like a week-long break, Jolene.
You did.
Because I just did not have the inspiration to sit down and film or go live. And sometimes that's okay.
Yeah, and I think that that's good to recognize that if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it, because we push ourselves so much and that can hurt your mental health, man.
Right. Man. Yeah, and I just wasn't feeling it. So yesterday I went live. Today I posted a video. Am I going to do something else tomorrow? I don't know. It's all up in the air.
Who knows? Hey, Nana, be yourself.
I think I'm going to go live with Sarah tomorrow, actually.
Oh, good. Like for the live feed spoilers?
Yeah.
Or are you guys doing a
oh my gosh, tonight's a new episode.
Yeah. Sunday.
I always forget Sundays have episodes.
Probably gonna go live after.
Yeah, I need to watch tonight's episode so I can talk about it with Sarah tomorrow.
I've just missed my computer so much because my mom's internet is such trash, you guys. Poor Nana. It's such trash.
Oh my God. Before we stop, let me just say I loved when your nephew was singing that song.
My 4-year-old nephew, I was gonna say Frenchie, Frankie. His favorite songs are the Lil Nas X, what's the Call Me My Name, or how's it go? Call me where you want, call me when you need, call me in the morning, call me by your name. We have to play it over and over, and he knows the words. He's 4.
I love that.
Next favorite song is Somebody Come Get Her, she dancing like a stripper. Somebody come get her, she feeling all her wicker. I was like, Frankie, and he'll go, Alexa, play Somebody Come Get Her, she dancing like a stripper. And I'm like,
what's funny is Em knows how to work her also. So she'll be like, Wexa, play Bluey music. And but she doesn't know that it's A, so she just calls her Wexa.
Wexa. And then Frankie, I don't know if Amelia does this, but he gets really mad at Alexa. I'll be like, Alexa, oh yeah, listen. And I'm like, yeah. We tried to explain, like, you have to be nice, and she can get overloaded just like humans can. It was too many things you're throwing at her.
Well, Wexa gives me attitude all the time, and so I asked her zodiac sign. She's a Scorpio.
No wonder her and Nana are like this.
Yeah,
like this.
No wonder she gives me attitude like Sparrow and Amelia do, because they're both Scorpios also. And I was like, it makes sense. She chooses when to listen. She gives me attitude. Sometimes she'll give me the wrong information. Like, there we go. She's a damn Scorpio.
I just love a damn Scorpio. So many wonderful Scorpios in our life. Yeah, and then Lucy's favorite song, Maranda, Everything Taylor Swift. So the one like damn, it's 7 a.m. Like, it's like, you need to calm down. And we go, like,
right.
Karen,
you're being too loud.
But her favorite, we heard it over and over. Now Frankie knows all the words. So Lucy, she loves the Taylor Swift one that's like, ooh, look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me, ooh. And then at the end, they're like, she says something like, where's Taylor? She's not here or something. And then Frankie goes, cause she dead. Because that's what she says in the song. And so Nana's like, why is he saying because she's dead? I go, oh, it's like a rebirth, you know, like.
Right.
I don't think you should be saying that. I'm like, oh, but it's just like what the song says. So Nana thinks we got him into the occult or something. I don't know. She's worried. She's worried.
That's so funny. I was dying when he was playing, when he was singing along to that song, and Grandpa was just in the background, just doing whatever he was doing.
Oh, I don't even know what my dad's doing half the time. But yeah, Frankie's just like, somebody come get her. She dancing like a stripper. And all they do is grab my phone and grab my TikTok. And then Frankie accidentally posted. I say they can put it in drafts. I have like 100 drafts of these two. They take turns and do different TikToks. And he posted something on my TikTok. And I didn't know till I woke up this morning. I checked my notifications. And somebody, let me know if you're here in the chat, said, oh, this could be problematic, and I didn't even know he posted it. And it was something having to do with, what's that show? Oh god, maybe it's on HBO. Okay, this is
that one show on HBO.
I can't remember. It's like there's like a young woman, I think, in it, and
True Blood.
No, it's newer than True Blood. We're showing our age. True Blood, which was on like 90 years ago.
Well, I'll have you know that the kids these days are something else, because the other day I gave Amelia my mother-in-law's phone while we were in the parking lot at the grocery
Euphoria.
store.
Look at somebody got it.
Euphoria. There you go.
Yes, it was Euphoria. And he posted something from Euphoria, and then he just said something like, you can't give me. And then he put different makeup on. He's like, give me this, mom, or something. And I was like, I don't know what this means. Oh my God. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Well, so she had it, and I gave her a learning game. I put the learning game on. Go on, Amelia. You play the learning game while I scroll Twitter, the more important things to do, you know? And all of a sudden, she goes, oh, I like this cake. And my mom ears shut up. They shut up, and I was like, what do you got? And I snatched the phone. She was ordering. No, she was ordering an extravagant cake on some app that my mother-in-law has. She's like, I like this cake. She said it like that. She had a $70 cake in the shopping cart.
I wish she bought it.
She was almost about to buy it. And I was like, wow, I have no idea where she would have sent that damn cake. But imagine just randomly getting a $70 floral cake out of nowhere.
I would have loved
Amelia.
it. I would have loved it.
I'll be sure to tell her to send you the $70 cake.
Well, I know, you know, like, I don't know what Lucy's moon and sun and stuff are, but she's a Cancer, and she's just so empathetic, and she feels everything.
Yeah.
And she just, like, if I'm upset, she knows. Like, she's just like,
of
she's
course.
So but I also realized, and this is probably a Lunzer trait, she's a little petty, because when we were at the cabin, they were all over my phone for TikToks, and then they'll fight with each other, the 7 and the 4-year-old over, you know, I don't let them post it except for when Frankie just posts it. They fight with each other. So I said, okay, nobody gets the phone then if we're going to fight.
Right.
Because we have to learn to share, and he gets 2 turns and you get 2 turns. And Lucy was like overtired and just on one.
She was not feeling it.
She was not feeling it. And so she was just like, I'm mad at you, Joleen. And I was like, okay, you know, whatever. And she goes, tie-dye is not even that cool. And I was like, that went a little too far.
You're going too far here. Tie-dye is always cool.
Everything I own now is tie-dye. Next, you're going to come for Adidas, and I don't like it. Then I saw her Adidas slides were in me and Chel's room, and I didn't know why. I'm like, oh, she must have been hanging out in here. She didn't talk to me for a couple hours. Like, she was mad. And she's never gotten mad at me before. And then after, then she was just like, Joleen. And then Uncle Cho said, do you want to say sorry to your auntie, you know? And then I'm sorry. And I go, it's okay, baby girl, you know, but thank you for apologizing, whatever. Then she goes, can I tell you something? And I go, sure. When I was mad at you, did you notice my sandals were in your room? And I go, yeah, I did. She goes, because you bought them from me, so I put them in your room. Like, she was giving back her Adidas slides I bought her, and I'm like, okay. And then she goes, but that's not all. And I'm like, what? I unsubscribed from your YouTube and then I resubscribed. I was like, that is petty, but that is so my family. That is so
well, and I also
family.
think the kids these days are just way different.
Yes.
The other day, my mother-in-law accidentally knocked Amelia over with her butt, and this is actually a reoccurring thing. Like my mother-in-law doesn't notice that she's behind her, and so she steps back and knocks Amelia over.
Hilarious.
And so the other day she did it, and Amelia was like, "Quick!" and my mother was like, "Well, why are you standing behind me?" And she's like, "Well, why can't you see where I am, Chunky?"
Oh, kids, my God.
And I was like, "Whoa, where did you hear Chunky from?" And my mother-in-law and like we were looking at each other like, "Did she just call me Chunky?"
And it's like, it's hard not to laugh, but then
we laughed, but I did tell her like, because I can't not laugh. I really have a hard time. The other day we had the neighbors over and oh my gosh, they were fighting over this toy and it was like 2 1-year-olds literally fist fighting and I was cracking up because I can't not laugh. But so of course, we talked to her and we were like, it's not nice to call people names. You wouldn't like it. We have to be thoughtful and kind, all of that stuff. But like these kids are fast. They're quick with their comebacks. Amelia has been going around saying that Sparrow has a big belly. And I'm like, can we stop body shaming? Because I don't know, is Alexa teaching you this? Because I don't know what's going on here.
No, it's amazing what they'll hear just on, the shows or YouTube or anything. Just even kids shows, people say stuff. Like
and I have started to limit her YouTube Kids very much because it was becoming a little too much. Like she was wanting to be on the YouTube Kids. And so I had to cut her all the way back. And
Lucy's on the regular YouTube.
Oh, really?
I wanted to get the problem is my brother and my sister-in-law, they don't really know a lot about that stuff. So when she was here, I went through her phone and I unsubscribed her from everything, not knowing. I thought and blocked. I thought the channel wouldn't pop up. Oh no. They come back. So she was like, somehow I'm not getting Mackenzie's videos, which is like this teenage blonde girl. I think she talks about Roblox or something. I don't know. But I also, hopefully Lucy never watches this, but I don't think she'd watch 3 hours in. I made it so that she can't join live streams. So she's like, I just don't know what's going on, Jillian. I can't even join your live streams anymore. But it's like, you're 7 because she was joining other people's lives. Like you can't be in the chat. There's just too many. There's too many Mike Boogies out there, allegedly. So you have to be. So I just all week on vacation, she's like, I just don't know what's happening. When Joleen and Nana go live, I can't even be a part of it. And it's like, when you're older, you can. But when you're 7, you should not be in a live stream. So hopefully she forgives me. But I have to protect her. Like she can't.
Of course. Yeah, I've really cut back. Like I've blocked all of the LOL doll stuff because that's just awful. Yeah, and someone mentioned PBS Kids. I think SM mentioned PBS Kids. And we downloaded the app on the TV and on the iPad. And I love PBS Kids. They have this Molly of Denali show. And it's about this Native family in Alaska. And they talk all about Native culture. And it is such a great show. So any parents out there, put Molly of Denali on. Amelia actually loves it. She always asks for it now. Because, we gotta be careful about the YouTube Kids and the YouTube.
You really do. Yeah, it's it can be problematic. Well, I went through and I subbed Lucy to all these like kids channels or like learning, and I checked out the videos, and she was like, why is all my subscriptions? She's unsubscribing from all this stuff because she watches a lot of videos. Because I was wondering, she was talking a lot about baby what's it called when you have a you tell the gender reveals that people do. They do those crazy gender reveals.
Yeah. She
was talking about gender reveals because we were like, well, she'll call me and we'll play on like video chat, and she'll be like, okay, well, now you're my sister and we're gonna do a gender reveal. And I was like, what's a gender? And I looked at her history. She was watching gender reveal videos and like wedding videos, and she's obsessed with teenagers. She knows when you're 13, you become a teenager. She's just like, oh my God, I feel like I kind of look like a teenager in this. And I was like, And then we met a little boy at the park. So I took them to this park that's near my parents' house 3 times when I was there because it's this fun teddy bear park and teddy bear statues and just super fun stuff. And there was this little boy there, and I noticed, Miranda, that he and his friend were chasing Lucy around, and Frankie's like kind of following after, like he just wants a friend because he's half of Frankie's life, most of Amelia's life has been in a panakuchen. It's crazy to think that, you know?
It's wild.
So it is wild. So he wants friends, and he's starting school in the fall or whatever. And so he's chasing these boys around, and these boys are kind of just like, they're older, you know, they're probably like 8, 9, I don't know. But this one boy in particular keeps chasing Lucy. And I'm like, oh, here we go. You know, and she was like, what is up with this kid? He's so weird. And I was like, yeah, like, I don't know. And then he would hide behind stuff and scare her, like, and then laugh. And so then they were chasing her, and finally she just turned and started chasing them. And then they're like, screaming. I was like, that's my girl. But then they became friends with Frankie because Frankie goes, that's my sister. So then they brought him into the stalker group. And so Chell's watching Lucy. I'm watching Frankie, and he's talking to his friends. And finally I'm like, okay, Frankie, we got to go. And I hear the little boy who clearly has a crush on Lucy. But I hate that because you know how we always say, like, don't teach little girls that when boys are mean to them or scare them, or them, that they like them, because that is why girls, you know, when we're adults, like, why do girls like assholes? Because you told us when boys are mean to us, they like us. So the little boy, Lucy was doing the monkey bar. She was trying to get it down, and I put some of it on Instagram. And then Uncle Chell was with her, and she was still practicing. And the boys were watching her. And I was standing there just waiting for Frankie, just listening in. And the kid, the friend of the guy who seemed to be very interested in Lucy, he said, I see her. She's on the monkey bars. She's actually really good at the monkey bars. Hell yeah, she is. And then the kid that was liking her turned to his friend and goes, oh my God, she just looked at me and she did this. And I was looking at Lucy the whole time, and I looked over at him and I go, no, she didn't. I couldn't help it. And he goes, because he's like 9 or whatever. So he's like, I got really embarrassed. But I'm thinking, don't start this young. Don't start making up lies about girls. Like, where's your mom? So then I go, Frankie, say bye to your friends. Frankie's like, bye, a million times. And they're like, see a kid. And he's like, bye. And then Lucy, then we walked to like a candy store and something else. And she was just like, that was so weird, right, Uncle Chow? You know, we were just telling her, like, you know, next time that happens, it's okay to be like, hey, you know, if you want to be my friend, alone. Be nice to me. Or if you're not interested, just be like, don't chase me, or, you know, or tell an adult or whatever, you know. So then she was like, that was so weird. Like, that kid was like, she's like, I've never had an admirer before. And she kept doing this with her hair. And she's like, it's like, I'm only 7. I'm not ready for a relationship. And I was like, what are you saying? And then she just kept being like, he was like a teenager. It was like way too old for me. And he was like 13, Uncle Chell. And Chell goes, no, I think it's like 9 or 10. Yeah, like, that's like way too old for me. Like, oh my God, it's so weird.
I love her nonchalant attitude. It's so weird.
It was, and then she kept talking about, so we went back to the park a couple of days later. She's like, I wonder if that weird kid will be there. But I just told her, I go, if a boy does like you, he will be nice to you. That's how it is. When boys are mean to you, then that means they don't like you. So trying to instill that, but it's so hard that, you know, anyways, make a long story short, or make a long story long, I did call out a 9 or 10-year-old on him making up lies.
Well, you got to.
Young
you
girls.
Really have to. I remember one time Amelia was in a jump with some kid, and he was like 9 or 10, and he was like pushing everybody around. I told him to stop it. I said, you better stop it. Don't you be doing that with my daughter in there or in general. And he was like, I was like, what? Don't fucking do that.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I will call a child out.
Listen, some of these kids' parents, let's be honest, you're a mom, Miranda, and I now take my niece and nephew to enough places to see that these parents are like, see you never, and they turn away, and they're just, the kids are doing God knows what. You got the kids that climb up the slides, and then the kids run into them, and they're like, you know, just all these things that you should just, like, because then Frankie and Liz are like, we're going to climb up the slide. And I go, okay, I don't want to be lame, like the lame aunt, but don't climb up the slides for going down. You could hurt somebody. Yeah. But they're doing it. I'm like, they're not loved. I don't know what to tell you. Like, nobody loves them. Nobody cares.
Their parents neglect them. And that's just a lesson that you're going to have to learn about right now. Some parents suck.
I had a kid when I visited in November, when I was really still afraid to visit, because we're still scary to travel and stuff with the Panakuchen, but these little Minnesota boys, they were probably like 11 or 12, and we're at the playground again with Lucy and Frankie, a different playground this time. And I was helping Frankie. You know, he hadn't even turned 4 yet, so he's 3.5, and I'm helping him, just walking him up to the slide. And this little boy turns to me and goes, "You're outside. You can take your mask off. You don't need a mask. That's stupid." And I go, I was just like, oh my God, who is your parent? You know what I mean? I go, actually, you should wear a mask at all times. We're in a pandemic. Like I was just like, oh God, I just want to punch your dad.
Where's your mom? Let me fight her.
I know. All right. So now we've went well over, but Miranda, I could just talk to you all day. I think sometimes we just think we're hanging out and we forget.
And this is why we don't really talk on the phone during the week. Because when we do talk on chat or on live chat, like we're on AOL chat, come on.
Instant messenger.
On live. Yeah. We just keep going and going and going. And then for like 10 minutes after when we get off, we're usually chatting and catching up, talking shit. No,
we talk mad shit. We talk mad shit, but not about you guys, especially the 240 who stood strong. And at one time, we had 400 and some, and you guys are amazing. And we love you. And thank you, Patty Kitten Guru, just showing some love. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for all the super chats.
Right.
Thank you to my mods. Thank you to everyone on the Leen Team. Memberships, thank you for the new memberships. Welcome to the Leen Team. Also, thank you for supporting Patreon. Like I said, go sub to Miranda, follow us on social media.
And also, I want to remind everyone, because I didn't say it enough in the beginning, that it is my birthday month.
Yes.
And the Leo sun and moon in me needs everybody to be aware. I'm accepting gifts and money. So if you want to go donate to my channel or give me something from Amazon, I will shamelessly tell you to go do that.
I'm telling you to do that. Have a live. Check out Miranda's channel. Have a live. And if you feel so inclined, because I did that on my birthday, I did not know people were going to send me so many gifts. And it was like, it was so fun because, you know, you don't really get gifts after you're a kid. You really don't.
Yeah. Oh, I love getting stuff from Amazon. It was like Joleen manifested it for me because I was telling her, I was like, yeah, I don't really share my Amazon because nobody really gets me anything and it's totally understandable and fine. And I'm totally like joking around, you guys, like I'm being an asshole. I don't expect anybody to give me anything.
No, it's just fun.
But
it's like
it is really funny to get stuff. Yeah.
It is nice to get stuff. And I told you, I go, some people will want to send you stuff and some people won't. And that's like, but like I said, when people first said, oh, Joleen, you and Nana should have an Amazon wish list. I'm like, yeah, right. Who would buy us stuff? Who would?
Right.
You know,
it is. So it is really nice. Like when subscribers get us stuff, but I'm totally like jerking everybody's chain. I'm
a little bit, but we're also a little serious. Also a little serious. Support small business, right? Yeah, but you should definitely do a happy birthday sub to Miranda, and then you should do a
and I planned on I plan on doing a live, anyways, because you know it's going to be during Big Brother season, so why not go live and talk about Big Brother on my birthday?
Yes, exactly. Drop a link so that I can join and say happy birthday.
Of course.
Drop it for all your besties. Ghost Hunter says, oh my God, you two are still on. I had to update my computer and was sure you two would be done. No, we can literally, that's so like, oh my God, I've like never had it in Maya before. Thank you. Thank you.
She's Ghost Hunter.
Oh my God.
You're our admirer.
Merry birthday.
Thank you,
Miranda. You guys are wonderful and beautiful. Like I said, follow us on the socials, and I'll probably be back after the episode. My husband's like, gosh, on Sundays I never see you. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, Sparrow's probably down there like, where is she?
Mommy needs a break. All right, Miranda.
All right, I love you all.
Love you. Bye, guys.